Boom. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you WWE Smackdown on a Feel Good Friday. Get in that chat, folks. It's going to be a fun one. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you SmackDown tonight. It's going to be a fun one. And if you don't know, we are the channel that gives you more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Happy to be back at it again. Like I said, a Feel Good Friday. We're looking forward to it. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. Blow up that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Make sure you hit all the buttons. But me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours here tonight. The vitamins made me do it, folks. But I am Mr. Evernight, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And I know we talked about this before we went live a bit, my guy. But only 2 matches announced so far for tonight in a 3-hour show. I know they're about to be going back to a 2-hour show, but I would figure you could at least give me 3 matches at least, 1 per hour.
It really makes you wonder what they have planned. Like, Cody, we know Cody Rhodes going to open the show. We're getting a little bit of Jacob Fatu tonight. What will that look like? Does that mean the Usos are going to show up? What impromptu thing are we going to get here that we're not expecting? Because clearly they've left a lot open, maybe because it is just post-Mania and they're trying to leave some intrigue. But I mean, it's light on the advertisement. Like, if you're really banking on people showing up for Cody and Jacob and hopefully some interest in the 2 matches.
Yeah, well, Monday Night Raw feels like it has a bit of a direction that's going still post-Mania. Yeah. It feels like it hit the ground running. SmackDown feels like it doesn't know its surroundings yet. Like, Cody's probably out, so are we going to get a number 1 contenders match at Backlash or anything? We don't have any Backlash, SmackDown matches on Backlash.
No.
So, and you've even got Saints pulled up. We're going to get him tonight. Spaz brought this up to me earlier today. Does Saints take on like a Carmelo at a Backlash, and that becomes something?
Yeah, quite possible. I mean, where does Saints fit into this roster? Does Saints interrupt Cody tonight just to get a match to kind of put him over and put him on the map?
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend. Can you help? Can you do me a solid? Can you let the world know I'm pretty good at this?
Do we get a Royce Keys Saints interaction?
I'm down for that. And I mean, I know people are going to say, oh, they're just doing what they did, but it fits, it works, and it makes sense. And now we're going to do it better than you did it. And I mean, I think a lot of like Ricky Saints, Jade, Danhausen, Penta, everyone with maybe the exception of Phoenix, but he's doing some stuff. But a lot of names feel bigger, and it's you can be mad about it all you want, but it's just we're going to take what you got and we're going to do what you didn't do with them.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because there's also now, did you see that the SummerSlam poster, the first official poster got released, and a lot of people very much said, hey, that looks kind of familiar. Of apparently Wrestlers in a Box is trademarked by Tony Khan and AEW.
Oh my God. It never like ceases to amaze me, Nick. Like, there's times I jump on and it's just a normal day. Life's good. You're working away, trying to get shit done. And then all of a sudden it's like you get caught in this tornado of just nonsense of like, really, that's where we've come to with this boxes. That's what we're going to start debating.
We're gangbanging on boxes, my guy. Like, and everything, and because it's kind of purple, and doesn't that look familiar? Yes, and it also looks like every other wrestling poster pretty much of all fucking time. Go look at an indie poster. Please, there was plenty of them going around WrestleMania weekend. They all look the fucking same.
Bro, we've been through this before. We've had this conversation before, but there are some fans, and maybe some of the younger fans or newer fans, if you will. I don't want to be ageist, but there's definitely a collection of fans that really don't know the history, but also forget that like the company that's 5 years old, didn't really kind of come in and like break the ground and start doing all these brand new things. They did a lot of things that we've been done before and in the past and paid homage or copycatted a little, if you will. But this idea that they've come in and reinvented all these matches is crazy. People think they invented anarchy in the arena. No, they created the name. That match existed. We
Oh,
called it different
absolutely.
shit.
Well, and it's to me, no one noticed or everyone, oh, see, it's purple and gold. It's just like
Purple
Dynamite
and
too.
gold.
And no, I was like, does anyone not remember it's in Minnesota? That's the fucking Vikings colors. That's colors that are synonymous with the goddamn state. What are we talking about?
Well, like I mean, and you know me when it comes to like visuals, I really wait. I get excited for companies' graphics and that, and
Right.
I kind of make fun of them when they miss the mark. And we just did Dynasty in Vancouver, which had like an Aztec, ancient
Yeah, Namor was
what
going to show up, I think, with that.
right Indiana Canuck. What are we? What are we doing?
Da, 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 da.
Like what are we doing? The Raiders of
Random
the
side
Lost
note.
Maple Syrup.
Random side note, because you mentioned Canada, shout out the Buffalo Sabres crowd out there.
Buffalo.
Just doing Buffalo good, doing the USA some good out there.
Yeah, man, it's been a trip. Again, I believe there's 2 undecided series that are left. Go Buffalo! Like Buffalo has me. I like them. They're young. They're chippy. They're like that team that's too stupid to know they're not supposed to be doing this. So they're just having a good time.
Yeah.
But I hope they can pull it off. I hope they get through. Again, I mean, Edmonton. Sorry, Edmonton. I know we
Free
got a couple
McDavid,
friends up
free
there,
McDavid.
right? The hockey is a sport. It's not like other sports where if you have like that one gem superstar, you're guaranteed some cups. It's not the case. And sorry, Connor. But Edmonton shits the bed again.
I did joke with Anthony last night that the first time you two guys are going to meet in person is going to be at a Bruins Leafs game.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm in anytime, anytime. Well, if the hockey goes back to Atlanta, that's a good reason to go to Atlanta.
There you go. Is
There
that
you
a
go.
thing? Now we're going completely sidetracked. It's Feel Good Friday.
Yeah, rumor is that Atlanta is building an arena to get ready to take the NHL back. It didn't really go well the first time, but we'll see. And then you have Phoenix, who, a hockey hotbed.
No, we're not going to do that. We tried that before. We just did this, and it didn't work. No.
Yeah, there is some thought. We're going to get back to the wrestling and get rolling, folks. I promise we'll say hi. There's some people out there, Nick, that believe that bad decisions killed the original Phoenix team. So now, if they do it proper with viable owners, they can make it work. I don't get it, but hey,
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. But you did mention Atlanta, where we can go back to southern states, and I'll tie it into wrestling this way. Nashville puts up a $1 billion for $1 billion bid for WrestleMania 44. Nashville may be a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I would caution people as far as the sources and such, but Nashville's building that big new stadium, and they want to put events in there. Our good old buddy Jelly Roll, see, it comes back to the wrestling. Jelly Roll wants to have a Super Bowl there. So yeah, man, I think why not? Like, it's a big place. It's domestic. I feel like the American audience needs some love from the WWE. I feel like y'all have been through a rough little patch here.
Well, are we going to just turn around and psych I line and it goes back to Vegas or something out here?
I think
New Orleans do a bid. Are we going to ever go to Wembley, to England, to the UK?
Listen, when people started talking about they're hinting at a big, we know WrestleMania 44. My first thought is do Wembley. I really, really want them to do Wembley just for the internet fodder alone. I want
just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles.
Right. I want to see it burn a little, Nick. Like, what do you got? So, yeah, I mean, the Saudi situation's interesting, and I think they need that part of the world to cool down. People shocked that Nick Khan was, we're still going. It's because they got time, guys. Like, they're in no position
I don't
to
know.
pull the plug.
Maybe it might be a tough situation. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know.
Well, 4 to 6 weeks there, sir. What's happening?
We'll see.
What's happening, sir?
Right.
But that being said, I mean, again, interesting times. I think Nashville would be a party, would be a good time. we don't go back to Vegas. And I think the company that's trying to maximize dollars, which everyone talks about with the WWE, they saw that there's a definite drop off when you return back to the same place. So I can't imagine they're going to do it a third time and go, yeah, and what, hope they hit 50,000 a night again? Hope.
But well, do you think that it would work in a place like, I'm not saying that Nashville's, not a major metropolitan or anything like that, but going back in the US after going to Saudi and everything, would the year away from the US make
create the demand
fans want to go or pull them away of, well, I missed last year. The streak's already broken.
Yeah, I wonder if it's your big concern if you're within the WWE is and a lot of fans are talking about this, feeling alienated, right? If they're resentful of you going by the time you come back, or do they really care? Have they tuned you out? So that would be the big question. You got to pull them back in. I think going from somewhere like Saudi and doing the next year in like a Nashville, which is just a party place, it's nice and pretty, central as far as getting to for a lot of people. You'll pull in a good crowd from a lot of different areas. Big wrestling followings in nearby. So yeah, I think it works. I think the American fans need it. From a Canadian to an American, I think you all need a little bit of love.
It might turn around. There might be light at the end of the tunnel.
Right? Like they do remember we're here, right? Shoot.
Right.
Well, that being said, folks, we're rolling. As you can see, we're in a good mood. It's a Feel Good Friday. We got just over 15 minutes before the start of...
And we do remember that you're here too as well.
Yes, of course we do. We just missed each other. But Jose, MDB, and Ronan, top 3 from last night. So shout out to you guys. That's your points in the chat. The more you chat, the more points you get. Super chat, super stickers will get you a bonus. So make sure you get in there for those. But yeah, I mean, we'll say hello to everyone there. If you are watching right now, say hi. Drop an emoji, drop a number, drop whatever, drop something. Don't be quiet. If not, hit those little reaction buttons. There you go. You can be shy and helpful.
Yeah, let us know what's on your wrestling mind.
Right. But we're kicking off tonight, Nick, with Mr. Stormy saying Tina Turner released What's Love Got to Do with It? Got to do.
What's love got to do? Yeah. Well, and that's so. This got brought up, and I know we're going to already get halfway sidetracked.
Let's go. We got time. We got time.
It got brought up last night of seeing the Michael movie. Have you seen it?
I have.
I got convinced that I have to go see it. I also didn't know that apparently it's like, Endgame and Infinity Wars. Like it seems like there's very much going to be a part 2. Michael Jackson will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, so they I feel like what I've heard. So they kind of cover a lot of his.
They cut it off at a certain point.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, smart on their part as far as marketing goes. As far as keeping a,
Well, he had such a huge lifespan and everything.
Yeah, and there's so much to tell.
To tell that story.
Right. That's I mean, that's one of the disappointing things I think about our generation or my generation bleeding into your generation of just so many of like the big names have fucked up in such ways that you're like, do I even care to see this movie? Like, but it's still
Hogan doc.
Yeah, I mean, and I watched every minute of the Hogan thing just to see the story. And I wondered, and I mean, people here tonight, you guys can let us know, like, if you watch the Hogan doc, did it change your perspective at all? Did it feel like same old, same old? You guys can let us know out there. I found it very interesting. I mean, obviously, kind of big omissions. I feel like they jumped past some shit that I wanted to know more about.
They really skimmed through it, and that's like to tie it back with what we were talking about with the movie and everything. It's any kind of like a trying to cover such a big life, like a big impact, a cultural impact, a career like that in such a brief amount of time. You kind of skim through a lot of the stuff that you could really deep dive into, and that's what I felt like was missing in the Hogan doc.
Yeah, they could have ran that 8 episodes, 10 episodes, and it would have been fine and like slowed down. Like I wanted to hear about Randy, Randy punching him in the eye because Elizabeth was at his house and he couldn't find her. I wanted to hear about his relationship, like Brutus Barber Beefcake, MIA. Like
surprising.
Like as far like even in like the not very present in he was in some of the clips but I thought they would kind of he went through his own tragedies and such. So I mean it was just again like you said skim. And I know we're getting away from the chat, but
Bret Hart was the pinnacle of that whole documentary.
Bret is still like I
Brett
don't
gives
care.
zero fucks about anything anymore.
Everything. If you are making a document, I don't care what the topic is. You are almost required. You have to
To
get
get Bret
Brett
Hart.
to give some feedback. I don't care what the documentary is about. He is the most just bitter, fuck you, get off my lawn hitman at this point of his life. He is
You can
the
have a
best,
dinosaur documentary and you're talking about the end of the world,
right?
and then the asteroid hit the Earth, then the ice age started, and then Bret Hart pops in. You want to
Yeah,
talk about hitting Goldberg hit me in the head with a super
right.
kick and ended my
Right.
career.
Everyone talks about the T-Rex, but like, look at their stupid arms. Like, really?
I would have
Come
locked
on,
him in
Brett.
a sharpshooter in no time.
National Hamburger Month. I don't know. I mean, month is tempting. But that's good to know, Zach. Big hamburger fan. Let's go. Let's go. Kevin's back with us. Clay Lewis, I see you, buddy. Damien, Eric, Joe, welcome back. Ronan, welcome back. A couple good ones. Happy birthday to Tiffy Time, Tiffy Stratton, Joe Hendry. Say his name and he appears. Happy birthday. Out of a cake. Believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe Fire Logan Paul has gotten over like Rover out there. We've had a lot of guitar based stuff in wrestling lately.
Yep.
Sorry, Jeff Jarrett. How about that
Right.
retirement tour? But this Fire Logan Paul song it's already more popular than Liv Morgan's song.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's his best one since the AJ Francis song. Banned from Flying was so just on point. I cried when he did it. But the Logan Paul one kicked off, and they even had a clip of like Austin and Logan in the back, kind of in gorilla, not expecting it, and it was pretty good. Like, what? Did he just say my name?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And are we starting to fully just accept Logan's a wrestler? Like Logan's fully bought in now.
Yeah, he's here full time.
Well, and he's embracing all this bullshit to where, Logan Paul, you're banned from Japan.
Yeah.
And they're like you said, a social media clip, and he's acting like, so upset. It's not right, though. It's not right. It's not right.
And then he goes on his show and talks about it, how he like, and to Logan's credit, I mean, I know he's not the most favorable person, and I'm not condoning any of his antics or behavior or nonsense. But in the wrestling realm, he's been outstanding. He's athletic. He can wrestle. He's good with big spots and taking risks. Everyone loves to hate this guy. He digs right into it. He is a natural born dick. Like he's just good at it. So
he could legitimately be a solo guy in the mid card on either show right now.
And I mean, I said he was going to win a world title. I said he was going to win one by the end of 2026. So stay tuned because we still got some months to go. But I mean, Logan's been good, and he's selling it. Like he's going on his shows, he's talking about it. He's running his mouth. He's at charity events stirring up shit. Like it's good. I mean, I got to give the guy credit for whatever.
Tom Brady potential WrestleMania talk started because of Logan Paul.
Yeah. So I like it. Ken dropping in saying T's and P's to Rebel. I see she was diagnosed with ALS. The T's and P's for sure.
I saw this today. That really just sucks.
Yeah, it's so sad, Nick. And she's such an outgoing person. She was great when she was involved with AEW. I know she had been struggling with some health issues, and then she announced this. So thoughts and prayers. I mean, it's anybody show some love to Rebel out there. Make sure you do, because it's can't be easy.
Well, this is why we always say, tell somebody you love them today, all of that shit, happy, sappy stuff, because you don't know what's going to come around the corner.
Absolutely. Tomorrow's not promised, folks. But we will say, Dennis, welcome back to the channel. How you doing? Readers with us. Do what he says, folks. Smash those like buttons. Smash the little reaction buttons. Smash the subscribe. Smash them all. Share it. Be a friend. Tell a friend.
Yeah, do it.
Christian Power. What's up, everyone? Looking forward to SmackDown tonight. Looking forward to the wide world of sports, starting with the Kentucky Derby and Benavidez versus Ramirez live on pay-per-view on Premier Boxing Championship. Whew, Christian.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Yeah. Zach's back. We got you. Christian, we already said hi. TJ's with us. Welcome. AD and AZ. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol is on the loose. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Dale Campbell, how you doing? How you doing? Vance, I see you. Safid, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit all those buttons, folks. Byron is with us. OG Dale's in the house. I want to stop on this one for a second. I'm so tired of AEW dimwits coming in mentions all but her because I think Will Cruz is going to be better than Super Indie Darling. We'll talk a little Will Cruz. We haven't talked about Will since Tuesday.
I've turned the corner on this man. I will fully admit.
Say, how steadfast are you?
No, it was 100% of it was very much. It's more of in the moment, in the gimmick, in the joke, in the laugh, and everything like that. Because even Vic did sell it. It's not a fucking fan, and at that point, I'm sorry, sir, and I said it. I was not familiar with your game.
Yeah.
But when that comes out, and John Cena is even saying he's big, he's bad, he'll body slam your dad,
which is great.
John Cena, the goat of goats, is out there, legitimately an actual fan of this kid. He does look a little like he'd be on, King of the Hill, even though he's from the UK. But I'm interested to see the clips and bits that I've seen from this man. I'm interested. He's like British Keith Lee.
He almost gives me like the old Bruiserweight vibes, that kind of, feel. Again, you said Keith Lee, but he looks like a good time. Like, I don't know if that's the nice way to put it.
He's Grado's big brother.
I 100%. I had joked about that on Tuesday. Is that Grado? I'm curious, and definitely, would we not say maybe the most talked about debut of Tuesday? Like, there was buzz. Evil's here. We kind of knew he was coming. Other people are here, but it really felt like everybody was posting about Will, his friends, his family, fans, other people.
Because it played off so well, and that's why, even like I said, I know I made a joke of, is that a goddamn fan? He looks like he just hopped the barricade. That doesn't look like a wrestler. But that's how they sold it, and that's what made it so compelling and so interesting, because everybody now had to figure out who the that was, and then they saw the clips, and then they saw the videos, and then too, like I said before, you got a glaring endorsement from John Cena on this kid of already. He's got, like, now this world title scene in NXT is interesting, and it's all new faces.
It's all new faces with potential of, like, getting some really good work rate matches, guys that go in there and slug.
Even old kind of vibe.
Yeah, you're like, Tony D's a big dude who can throw, and you put him in there against Will, who's a big dude that can fly. There's a lot of options.
Did it overshadow Evil, though?
It might have a little, but on a night where everybody was kind of popping up everywhere. We even saw Cam show up and Angels, or Tristan Angels.
Yes, Tristan Angels.
Right. Like, so seeing so many faces kind of come out of the woodwork. I think, Evil had his subtle hello, but they also opened a lot of doors. It did overshadow because it was such a cool shot. Like, even TV on Heights popping up the way he did. Now he feels brand new and ready to challenge. There's a lot of potential for sure.
It very much feels like a new draft class in NXT.
Does, and it feels like it's cooking. It really does. 3 series left. Thank you. I misspoke when I said 2. Ringsider Anthony, everyone's favorite Boston Bruins fan. What?
It's crazy. We've been the ones paying attention to the hockey, and sorry, but not sorry. You're already, summer vacation.
That's it. Vance, welcome back. Connor overrated says Jose. Welcome back, sir. How you doing? Vance, we got you already. How you doing? Ha 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 ha. Hi, I'm back. Just in case you do not understand, teams move or change does not mean one place.
He was going on about, he's got a lot of comments. He was going on about the Atlanta Thrashers and how they moved to the Winnipeg Jets, and because we talked about, expansion of hockey franchises.
Yeah, I don't know. Was anyone implying multiple teams in the same place?
No, not us. I think he was talking about the people in the chat and everything.
Yeah, it's expansion and changing locations is a common thing that's been happening.
Might be expansion in the NBA. We might get the Seattle Sonics back.
Man, I love the Seattle Sonics.
Gary Payton, the glove.
Let's go. The NBA Jam, the Sonics for the shit. Is Bradley's back with us. Let's go. Big one. Good to see you. And if I haven't said hello, welcome. Get in that chat. I'm sure Nick sees a few, but Just Joe's with us. Super chat.
Just Joe, super chat.
Nope.
Ooh, from Spaz for $2 saying appreciate you boys. Hashtag rising tides. If you know, you know. Yeah, shout out my guy. Shout out you and Don DeMarco, Jake DeMarco out there. But yeah, 100%. Rising tide raises all ships. Iron sharpens iron.
No, I
See,
talked about
unlike other content creators and everything, we have no problem giving advice to whoever wants to ask. And everything.
Absolutely. Free. The door is open if you need a hand. If you need a job, let us know. But
thank you for being a friend.
No, I mean, I talked about it on Wednesday of the rising tide for sure, and others want to step on your head as they get above water. Let's go. That's all. We're going swimming.
Yeah, well, again, it's a little CM Punk of I can blow up the bridge because I can swim, bitch.
Right.
But yeah, there's a space for everybody and anything out there. But Solution with $2 saying happy birthday to me. What? Happy birthday to you. What? Our stage is trying to get balloons. What?
Happy birthday. Cha. Let's go. We are about 1.5 minutes away from the start of SmackDown. Let us know what you're looking forward to. And again, hit all those buttons. Get in the chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Let's blow this one up tonight, folks, because we're on a roll, and we appreciate all the help.
Absolutely. Z-Man Scar, what up? Acquisition, I think. Do you think that Royce and Ricky will run into each other for a Team Taz reunion?
I say do it.
There's a likelihood. They'll just do
the photo
for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Well, you saw what happened with Cody and Ethan and Starks when they all got together and did the finger point.
Yeah.
I think, those are those kind of fun moments. Like, hey. And the only people, I'll be honest, the AEW people don't get mad about it. Other wrestlers don't get mad about it. The only people that get mad about it are the sickos. Like, oh my God, I can't believe. What are you supposed to do? Like, shut the fuck up. Enjoy the show.
You're stealing from us. You're copying us. You can't do anything on your own.
Right?
Because there's been no talent that's ever mentioned WWE. There's been no WWE references in AEW's entire fucking history. What are we talking about? Right. Nobody cares. Shut up.
Right.
But
let's go.
Oops, sorry, Jose. What up? Can I see you, Boston? What up? What up?
What up, Boston?
I did like this stuff from J-Boy. And still stay-at-home champion again.
Let's go.
Yeah, shout outs. Just Joe. So we're going now into the Sonics references of Camp and MDB saying I'm smoking on that Gary Payton.
Yeah, right. Grab that Gary Payton, folks. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much nice about Kemp, but he was a man once upon a time.
He did play the basketball.
He was pretty fucking good at it.
Damien looking forward to Blake Monroe and Ricky Sings. But that's the thing, is it's a lot of backstage segments that have been set up for SmackDown. We've only had 2 matches announced. I'm getting worried.
I'm getting now.
I have then.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Remember YouTube TV.
Well, tell me when you get now.
Now.
Bum. Stephanie, Miz, Trick.
Forever.
Think we should be good, folks. You can do the same at home if you want to sync up and play along together.
There we go.
Together.
It's almost like we've been doing this for a bit.
A little bit. Some nights it looks like it's our first night again, but
but that's how you know we're real and authentic with it. We're not fabricated or over-exaggerated. But every time now that I hear the great city of Tulsa, Oklahoma, I think of NXT with Bryan Danielson and EC3 when that were Stupid Prodigy, and they were playing the game show and they just memorized answers beforehand so they could win.
Right. As now we are starting off with the OTC
video package from Raw. Well, did you see we're doing the Who's on the Phone. line. Instead of
No, are
whose
we?
line is it anyway? We're doing who's on the phone again because
what did I
video
do?
came out on social media with WWE of Jacob Fatu. I assume it was after Raw earlier this week to where he had the tongue of death grip and he's on the phone and just I know.
They did it again, Nick. It's now the Samoan death grip.
Oh no. No.
They did it again. It's not a Mexican destroyer, and it is not a Samoan death grip.
I will fight them on that one. Like I can very much see. Well, no, I mean Canadian destroyer you can have that. It's still a North American destroyer. Listen, I'm going to do it this way. You're going to agree with me. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it this way. But no, it is the tongue and death grip, and you could 100% actually bring Mang Haku into this. His kids work there. You can have he's an elder. You just had him at the Hall of Fame.
Right.
You got his number.
What about Zilla?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think it would be really interesting. And I wonder if Jacob is, because he did say in that video of I'm starting to tap I'm tapping into it more and more. Are we going to get Jacob more like that MLW Contra Jacob, like we saw him come out in the camo at WrestleMania?
Which is good. It's good. I mean, that's where it almost surprised me a little that Jacob didn't push harder to kind of want to be the tribal chief. Like, I want the Ula Fala. I want to sit in your seat.
Yeah, but I don't think it's to him. It's not the full power of it. It's just he's the fucking mercenary. He's just a savage. It's one of those I just take over. I destroy things. If now he's starting to worry about, he's tying in that authenticity to it of who's going to feed my kids, who's going to put, food on their plate, who's going to put them in better schools.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, if you want one way to have me clap when Nikki's on the screen, put her next to Paige. Sharuka with Alexa, as Sharuka will take on JC.
As we're showing how everyone's friends, everyone get along, everybody love everyone. It's KJ's favorite gift to send when anyone's fighting. Everyone love everyone.
Everyone love everyone. Sammy. Sammy's got a new 5. Sammy's got this. Bub, I know what Sammy's about to do, but he's super leave it to Beaver right now.
But is he a true heel? Is he the heel?
He's going to play like the I can't believe you're mad at me heel. Yeah, like he smiles, my guy.
It's interesting of that just on the crowd reaction. Boom. Wrestling has more than one royal family, but it's interesting that just based on crowd reaction, Trick's the babyface and Sammy's the heel.
That's a done deal. Yeah, 100%. I mean, and they pulled that off at Mania pretty well as far as cementing Trick.
But the crowd told them to do that.
They had no choice. It was super organic.
Where do you think we go with Cody now that Randy seems to be done? I don't know if we're going to get a follow-up with that. Drew lost to Jacob. Jacob's going after Roman. What's Cody's title scene look like?
Right. Sorry?
What does Cody's title scene look like now that Randy's gone away? Drew just lost to Jacob, who Jacob's taking on Roman.
Right.
Who challenges Cody now?
That's a great question. I think that's why he's opening the show.
I wonder if we get a number 1 qualifier match at Backlash because Cody's going to need some time. Cody's not having a match. I know he's done Purple Peck. He's done this. He's done that. Eye injury, head injury. They're not going to let him do that.
Right.
So I think you have somebody qualified to face him. You started to build the feud of who's going to be the next one to take him on.
Yeah, 100%, 150%. They have it wide open. They don't really, again, it could be anybody. It really could be anything.
Do you get a Saints interaction like you talked about earlier? Or do you get Saints involved of, hey, buddy, hey, pal, I'm new here. You want to show me the ropes?
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's a history there. And do they play into it?
Right. Spaz with $10 super chat. That's been up for a minute. Shout out to this community, especially this week. The state of wrestling went up a day late and is available now. We touched on NXT 3.0, as well as stupid people hating on Joe Hendry and Dakota Kai. I had not heard about either of those situations.
Why is Joe and Dakota getting heat? I don't know.
That I'm unfamiliar with.
Right?
Is it a bad week, though, also to be a dirt sheet reporter because Kyrie's kind of dunking on Meltzer and Jungle Boy just told Meltzer to go himself?
Yeah. I mean, it's time. I think more and more people need to kind of put that out there. There's too many people that play favorites and play with it and, act like, oh, there's nothing wrong. They're just doing their job. But I think more and more people need to be called out. And I think the wrestlers should be able to speak up when they're, being spoken. We know these guys are faking their contacts. We know people, they're not in these meetings. They're not in these back rooms. But I love seeing it, Fuck that.
I've never been more of a Jungle Boy fan. I started when I saw the clip. Oh.
So
real
funny.
Words, Ross. Cry me a river.
Right.
As Cody's out here right now.
Right.
Jose journalists. Yes.
Right.
Find out who I'm gonna face. We get Meltzer with the whole Kyrie going to Japan. She sits there and puts out "I didn't quit," and it seemed kind of vague, but a lot of people took it as she's saying, "I didn't ask to leave."
Right. Yeah, it's still interesting, and I mean, again, because a lot of people run with the dirt sheets, even when it comes to pre-match booking or stipulations or this or that. A lot of the fans get mad about shit that was never even on the table to be a thing. Some dude says it. Backstage rumblings, and we saw it before. Kevin Owens will return, and one of these guys will throw out the tagline of like backstage discussing Kevin Owens' return to take on Cody. No shit, we saw it. Like, it's not reporting.
This is why pre-mad line coming out just to thirst your quenches or whatever. Quench your thirst is what I was trying to say out there.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
The revolution will be televised.
Hey, you brought it up earlier and they go right into it. Now, how many people I can feel the tweets going that were already loaded, already saved in the drafts that are already hitting post right now.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong, man.
Like you said, right now, somebody's writing up a story. Cody Rhodes specifically asked to kick off the show with Ricky Saints.
Right. I mean, again, it makes sense. And even if, this is just an introduction and then kind of a rub, we'll see how it feels. Now that, Ricky is coming here heelish from what we've seen in NXT.
But it's still, I bet you they're going to do one of those. It feels to me, it's if you know, and if you don't, you don't. They're going to do that way with it of, hey, if you get why this is an interesting, these two in the ring together, you get it. If not, this is the young guy debuting on, SmackDown, going at your world champion, going at the top guy. I'm going to make a name for myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, there's something they can do here. I mean, I'm curious how this promo is going to go. Of course, they have to run them after. Come on, folks.
Didn't they all pretty much run him out of AEW anyways when he showed up as being Cody's buddy at the Royal Rumble in that fucking CCTV footage?
Yep. I'm Ricky Saints. Nice pop. You're going to say he didn't pop. They popped.
I mean, we'll look at last week with how much Fatal Influence got booed, and everybody says that no one watches NXT. I think a lot of people are actually paying attention to NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Guardian. Raheem versus the Pebble.
There you go. Okay. Going heel for sure. And got a swag about him. Brett the Hitman.
Wow, here we are. Hey, look at us, bro.
Look-
That's what he just did.
Right? Let's go, Boston. Let's go, Boston.
Revolution.
Did we read this one?
Yes, we did.
I thought so. Okay.
Yes, and this
Just
was
wanted
what
to
we were
make sure.
talking about, and he told us to watch the pod to find out of who's been hating on Joe Hendry and Dakota Kai.
Ah, touche.
That's what they call a cliffhanger in the business.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's
Blake.
a tip. That's some advice that you didn't have to even ask for. I give it
Right.
to you.
That was free.
Yeah.
We don't know what Blake's going to do here tonight, so your guess is as good as mine.
Well, that's only 2 matches, and this is an issue that actually SmackDown to me seems to be the only show that consistently does it now. Of matches get booked while they're live, while they're on air.
Right.
That doesn't always work. That works sometimes. You can't do it every week.
They're cheering for Cody. Friday Night Saints.
I'm glad to have you. You know how I feel about you, but bold move, dude. So I'll go ahead and ask you, Ricky, what's the difference between now and the
Time.
Oh.
See, again, they're
If
gonna
you know, you know.
exactly. What's the difference between now and the last time you stepped up to me? Now, again, if you're your casual WWE fan, you might think of, when did Saints ever step up to Cody? Did that ever actually
Right?
happen
I don't remember that.
in WWE? Oh, normally they got me scratching my head like this, but this got me doing
Right.
this shit.
Right.
You know what? I may be wrong about all of that, but one thing that
But I do, like I said, if this works because this plays. If you know, you know. If not,
Right.
I'm a young guy who's making my debut, shooting my shot at the top guy out here.
Right.
The other top guys claimed, so I'm going to shoot my shot out here.
Yep. Especially when it's kind of wide open right now, right? Like even if Ricky comes in, has a little, has a go with the champ and it's a good go. And then he kind of goes into something like, heads towards the US title for a bit. It's a nice, how you doing?
Well, and again, it's not like Saints is no slouch. He's coming off of being a former NXT North American champion and NXT world champion. So he's got some backing behind him too.
Right.
Tony fumbled. Oh, how many people are tweeting that too
Here
now?
we go. Here we go.
Friday Night Saints. John C. What up? Cherokee introducing Ricky Dead Meat Saints. No, I'm
Dead
Saints
Meat.
are doing well here.
There you go. Here tonight, Cody, Ricky.
Is that what you want?
Let's do it. Saints.
I didn't think that Cody would be getting physical. What?
Right. Wait, Ricky holding up. He says he's medically cleared.
I didn't come out here to make a statement.
Oh.
Oh. That's fire. That's a dope ass line.
Smackdown in WWE. I'm easy to find, hard to beat.
Oh.
He's trying to get that over. He's trying to make that happen. He wants that to be fetch. Right? Like, really going for it.
I'm easy to find, hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Saints line was colder than that. That's the one that was bars out there of him saying, I'm not here to make a statement. I'm here to change what your show's about.
Yeah.
That to me that's the killer line right there.
Right. Their matches in AEW were bangers. Yeah, man. I mean, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a good match, a good showing for Ricky, even if Ricky loses. Relax and listen. Right now, we're running like open challenges for the other company's world title. So I don't want to hear shit about Ricky jumping right to the front of the line. I don't want to hear shit.
We're doing open challenges all the way through, and it's still just a match.
Right.
He's just a man, but no,
did they even say the belt was on the line?
No, I don't think so.
I don't
That's
think
what I'm
so.
saying. It was just a match, but it's still Like you brought up open challenges, and open challenges are aplenty out there of it.
Right.
I feel like anything at this point in pro wrestling, someone's going to sit there and say, oh, they do this all the time. And then just never follow up with that. Like,
Right.
that's become the thing is now everything's done all the time in pro wrestling, apparently.
Yeah, right. And, well, again, perspective, I suppose. As we are getting the replay of JC Jane and Fatal Influence taking out everybody, and Alexa and the Queen. Definitely getting
Peacock, you gotta let me fly!
Facts.
Facts.
Well, she's got all of that vibes. Well, and is this honestly kind of been the best Charlotte we've gotten?
Hey, the champion.
Big pop for Rhea, though.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to get, I saw some people bandy this about 6-woman tag match, Backlash, Charlotte, Rhea versus Fatal Influence?
Yeah. Makes sense.
They took those 3 out last week. They were bandying together to this week.
Yeah. Rhea's saying it right now, Nick.
Does it feel kind of our early, bold overreaction prediction? Is the Fatal Influence getting that Shieldish kind of vibe?
Sure.
Instantly move the fucking to hell and back of over like Rover and instantly in with top talent with top heels. You're going to run them as a faction.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's temporary just to kind of work, kind of set up the situation they're in.
I was going to say, it might be a bit of a reach. I understand that, but that would be, I don't remember the last time we saw a debut like this with Fatal Influence or like a group akin to that or anything. Like this is really special and really cool for them of show up, get booed to the gills. You're instantly in there with top talent. You're in there with Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss.
You're making the new talent feel important. You're making them feel like they matter. And again, varying degrees of that. Not everybody can do the same thing.
Well, absolutely. Sorry, real quick. I was just going to say, is Jasmine Nyx kicking herself now that she would have been on the main roster if she just would have held out? Maybe. Or is Lady Reed just, kissing the ground because she doesn't know how long the ride to the top's going to go?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
fast-tracked.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that, timing is everything. Jasmine, do I think she gives a shit? Nah. I think she's happy being professionally pretty. And then I think with...
If we could only be so lucky.
Right? Like, I feel, I didn't get blessed with that gift, but hey. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that Lainey comes along, does a pretty good job. She, plays her role, has been great when she's had opportunities. So it's worked out well for her. I mean, thank God, I guess.
Yeah, but no, I think it's been really cool to see how these NXT call-ups, like even with Saints that we just saw tonight, clearly a lot of people are actually paying attention to NXT more than they really let on because they're knowing who these people are when they show up and they're getting big reactions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think more and more people seem to be very aware of who's coming out of NXT and why they should care and why they should matter. Even
Oba, Javon, Trick are all 3 prime examples of that too.
Yeah, big reactions when all those guys showed up. And then in addition to that, like, you kind of get the vibe. Like, when Ricky first stepped into the ring, grabbed the mic, they popped real nice pop. But then instantly when you realize, oh, no, he's still being a dick. He's still a heel.
It's, hi, you're here. Oh, hey. I'm not supposed to like you.
Yeah. So that happened. I think maybe 1 or 2 people in the chat said, the crowd's not really reacting. Again, time and place. And I think they popped fine in the beginning. And then they, obviously get quieter because he's being mean.
Well, they were even pretty loud, too, even for Cody Rhodes. They were louder than I think most average crowds have been.
If nothing else, Pat McAfee stopped the fans from booing Cody. Like, they booed him a little.
I can be your hero.
Right? Like, we're going to take Pat for something.
I can take away the booze.
Right? Charlotte is using Steiner math. Go figure.
Spaz with $5. Cody feels bigger. Jade feels bigger. Ricky feels bigger. Royce feels bigger. Blake feels bigger. We're doing it bigly out here. SmackDown is a better Dynamite than Dynamite, but I don't know if that's a
What
good.
does that mean?
It's provocative. No one knows what it means, but it gets the
What
people
is,
going. That will
does
get
that
you some
mean?
fucking Twitter engagement. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, what are we
You got
talking
the right people to click on that. That'll get you some Twitter engagement. But
right? Yeah, no, I mean, very interesting. But Cody feels like he's fine right now. Fans are reacting, they're popping.
he's saying versus AW versus AW.
Versus AEW, I mean, again, a lot of them feel bigger. And I mean, I think the argument is a lot of the people that left here went there don't feel as big as they once were. So very confusing. And I mean, that seems to be a track record. Like, we're the best wrestle, but you got, a big chunk of the other companies, quote unquote, throwaways, let go of talent. I'm trying to be polite here.
We're the best wrestle, but the two biggest things that were talked about from Collision and Dynamite, if I'm being kind of honest, and I am holding back on still all of this MJF talk and hatred, and Darby's the heel versus MJF, and I'm going to fucking prove it. That almost needs to be a 4 episode. I can prove that Darby's actually the heel in this situation.
Well, I don't know how much you caught of me. I definitely was not feeling the vibe that they're throwing out. And again, we felt like maybe this is a good time for AEW to land some solid shows, and people that are out there bragging, stop it. This has been a bad weekly show for a while.
But they're not even praising how good the shows are anymore. I was going to say where the best wrestle of video segments, backstage VTRs and everything like that have been the two most talked about things on Collision and on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Granted, they were Moxley and Ospreay, but those were the big highlights that were most talked about. It wasn't really too much of a match. It wasn't the show overall. I have seen no real big tweets of, oh, this is the greatest Dynamite that's ever existed. Everything's an 11 out of 10.
Some are just fucking, but like there are people who completely.
I haven't seen that. That's gone away.
Right? Maybe. I'd say there's still some that definitely want to toot that horn and like they think this is killing it.
The people out there, bitch, not the whole show anymore.
Right? Even Meltzer got bitch slapped by Alvarez for trying to defend the Ospreay shit. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Well, did you know, as we have JC out here with Fatal Influence, but I didn't know until even Alvarez pointed it out of how 60% of the viewership drops off between Dynamite and Collision. Yeah. I'm not trying to be a views guy and a numbers guy or anything, but that's a fucking impressive drop off.
Well, yeah, we knew that. Like, I mean, TNA on Thursdays is kind of flirting with the numbers that Collision's doing. Collision's had a downward spiral. There's even, guys that consider themselves AEW faithful that don't watch it. I mean, that was one of the arguments of like, well, if people didn't watch Collision, that's their fault. Nah, not really. You made the show suck, and now you're going to put important things on there, and because you put it there, you don't mention
and not explain it, and not explain it, and even when Alvarez, the like number 2 stooge behind the number 1 stooge out there, is even saying they didn't explain it for anybody that didn't watch Collision, which is most of your audience, which is a bitch slap into itself. And then Dave tried to come back with the HBO Max numbers. Well, we're not including it for Dynamite either, Dave. So what are you talking about?
JC giving us a little shimmy. Oh yeah,
she 100%, I think, deserves to get the same respect that like Sol Ruka gets, that a lot of these talent that have come up in her same, kind of group have, because JC Jane has very much outkicked her coverage, proved 100% she is a star in the making, and did it, in spite of everything.
Yeah, she's been really good. Like, I mean, Fatal Influence has worked out extremely well. And even in here now, like even the details are just taking her time. And again, I know it's early in the match, but selling things, being methodical. I
Can
like
work
her.
a solid match with Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, and it's smart. I mean, you got your new talent going in the ring with Charlotte, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. Javon getting mid card title shots. I mean, they're putting them in places to feel like something.
Well, that was alleged that was part of the cuts. Allegedly is we're getting younger on the roster.
Yeah, definitely, and you must.
Well, there's also been the alleged because everyone needs to make excuses, but
Right.
that TKO hates Spooky.
Oh, sorry, nice Hurricane Rana by JC.
Yeah, no, JC's super talented, and I'll come back to what I was going to say. But even, do you Fatal Influence over Toxic Attraction at this point?
Yeah, better run, longer run, better overall wrestlers.
Did Charlotte start doing this?
He's been doing it
Devil's
for a while.
Kiss be damned! I'm gonna just suplex kiss your ass.
Well, and someone made a comment about, oh, there you go, a little bit of woo, and a suck it.
I mean I was overloaded with Ric Flair jokes after his whole interview and everything. I was just overloaded, so my brain shut down for a minute.
Right. Let him sink or swim. I'm with you, buddy. Put him in. Oh, Alexa. Creeping JC out. Surprising her.
I'm waiting for Charlotte to... Is that why Ryan Cabrera's in my DMs?
Right. Yeah, right. Shit. But we are going to a commercial break for some, I believe.
Picture is what I got.
Oh, there you go. JC on the outside. Charlotte holding the ropes open to welcome her back in.
Again, though, I dig this Charlotte Flair, and I'm not like, I know I've talked about quite a bit of her breaking away from Alexa, but it's kind of one of those, I dig this. I almost want to see how she can do back as a singles competitor.
Yeah.
Well, is this the best Charlotte that we've seen of that? She's, actually got a bit of a personality now of,
it's probably her best baby face run ever, Nick. It's probably her strongest one. However, yeah, I mean, she had some really solid runs as champion, where the point where people were really kind of sick of her. But yeah,
as soon as I said, I'm like, her versus Asuka at 34 was pretty solid. Yeah.
She had some good runs, especially as coming in and winning Rumbles as a heel, but her
as baby face though is probably what I should have said, like you said.
Yeah, it's been strong, and I mean Alexa helped her, but to her credit, she's out here, doing moves like the flippy do thing she just did, and then gives us a strut, and the crowd's right with her. And now they're chanting for Charlotte.
Yeah, so that's why I'm interested. Well, are we going to start seeing some of these tag teams break up? We just saw Rhea and Io kind of split because of different shows. When do we? I think we're going to at some point get a Nikki or a Brie and a Paige split, perhaps.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Well, they're defending the tag belts tonight.
Right?
Is it all dependent on when Nikki's available to come back? Right. I guess she still wants to finish it out as a heel. Oh. She got to win one for the Gipper.
Yeah. Oh, reversal. Again, JC getting a good level of heat. Big pop for Charlotte. The crowd's got really good energy. And I know at times we kind of criticize the crowd of being a little quiet during some of the women's matches. They're up for this one, and it's been good.
I think, this has been, I did see MDB real quick before, as I remember it, of Ryan Cabrera from that one obscure MTV song. Yeah, because that's who Alexa's hubby is. But
right.
WWE very much kind of seems like they're more in there. We don't come here that often tour. So I like seeing that's where the crowd's going to actually be into it. They pop just on hearing their fucking town mention and everything, like the good old Mick Foley pops. So maybe US wrestling with WWE's healing. Now, if we can actually have loud crowds again, if we just maybe go to not the ones that get it every fucking other week.
Right? Definitely helps. So I believe we're back from commercial. JC on Charlotte's back.
Shout out USA for going picture in picture the whole way through that, by the way.
Right.
Oh, wait, they're copying Dynamite because Dynamite does that, right? That's no one else has ever done picture in picture until Dynamite.
Right. A young Gunther. Jose, I think he looks like Gunther's before picture. Will Cruz.
Yum yums.
Will Cruz looks like Gunther's before picture.
Oh, a bit. He looks like they definitely
young Gunther
crew together.
Right. Paige got to turn heel on Brie ASAP. This is her house. I think they're actually they might push her out of the tag team. Yep. And then they go heel. Paige gets a friend. And it's Paige and a friend versus the Bellas.
Which, by the way, in Water is Wet, The Sky is Blue news, AJ Lee done with WWE with her current run.
For now.
You're right.
Yeah.
Again, in one of those, are you just doing this because you owe back taxes to somebody? Because this is not a news story.
Right. Yeah. I mean, writing was on the wall. We didn't expect it. I would highly recommend the WWE, unless you're bringing someone in for a solid run, it's not worth it. You can't. I felt like we were very who gives a shit about AJ Becky, and part of that for me was that I knew AJ wasn't staying around.
It's also the space between Dave Matthews, the space between to where there was big gaps of you didn't see AJ and stuff. Ooh, 1, 2, 2, 2.
Deep 2. Super kick.
Super kick.
Return fire. The Queen.
Now, granted, Little Yachty's staying around. I'm getting behind Little Yachty a little bit. Little Dingy out there.
Little Dingy?
He's actually hanging around with WWE. Still wants to be involved. So
right. He's doing well. Apparently he's training. So, I mean, we'll see what that looks like. Moonsault.
Oh. Two count. Even though if you watch it back, she very much like held up and then like fell down at the last second. It wasn't super clean. Yeah,
it wasn't super clean. She kind of, I don't know why her knees came up, but
fuck is on the back of her leg? Sorry. I know she's got a knee brace on one, but it looks like she like, her tights have torn. I was like, looked like she like pixelated there for a minute.
Right.
Oh, JC, 1, 2.
Little boat, but put some respect on his name. Little boat. Boats and nose.
If JC wins this, does this kind of justify, Charlotte, you can't take them all on your own a little bit?
Maybe. I wonder if, like you said, Rhea probably come out and get involved, maybe, and again, they'll add this to Backlash, perhaps. It's a 6-woman tag.
As Charlotte's going in a figure 8.
Fallon,
yes.
Fallon. Oh, Alexa, welcome to the big leagues.
Right hand from hell.
Laney with a big knee. Charlotte clips Laney.
Oh. Let's see. Watch. Super. Oh,
discus elbow.
1, 2, 3. Hey, JC Jane just pinned Charlotte Flair in her first match on the main roster.
JC Jane gets the dub. It's a distracted dub. And, help from the friends, but that's why you got them. So, yeah, big win for JC Jane. Takes out Charlotte. I like it. We're going to get Rhea here, though, I assume.
Oh, yeah, but this, again, like I said, I like this. Now they're all going to jump her. I'm waiting for him to, like, if they multi-person power bomb her, I'm like, this is just Lady Shield.
Shield it? Yeah, Lady Shield. Let's go.
Lady Reed, Lady Shield. That's what it is.
Right. Oh, Alexa's back in, and Fallon stomps on her face.
Yeah.
Rhea. This is crazy. Like, the fact that the fans are all cheering for the babyface to come out. Here comes Rhea.
Yeah, but also think about it that it's got that fatal influence. This is week 2 of them here on the roster, and they're
Yeah.
already getting to the point to where they're helping Rhea get over.
Ooh,
Think
nice.
about that.
Big headbutt by Rhea.
Riptide.
Riptide. JC
Oh,
squirms.
fights out.
Ooh.
Oh, just one.
See, this is how you get to Rhea Charlotte, bro. Where you talked about.
We still should have gotten Jade Charlotte, bro.
No. Charlotte was busy. Rhea's better.
But still, I still really like this. This is this is really not talked about. Of you have John Cena putting over Will Cruz like a motherfucker, and you have now the Fatal Influence, who on week 2 are out here dealing with Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, and if anything, helping Rhea get cheered as a babyface because of the amount of heat that they're getting. Like,
Paige and Nikki. They were smart.
Live the cuts. Good on you, Saxton.
Right.
Thanos snap didn't work again.
They truly found a way to get me to cheer for Nikki showing up on screen. Put Paige next to her. Yay!
Which random question did Renee Paquette, do all of the WrestleMania streams like we did too, and how much her voice is going out?
You know she didn't, but she
she's part of that, yep. Proprietary Death Riders. Yeah,
billionaire Tony don't be giving out sick days or what? Like, what are we talking about? What are we
not
doing?
A hot tea, not a hot Tony. Yeah.
Couldn't Tony Schiavone do something for once? Like, fuck.
Dude, Taz was almost the highlight of Dynamite for me, of the fact that Taz was back.
Right? Did you miss me, Byron?
Yeah, Paige is 100% going to end up the babyface out of this, because who the fuck right now is going to boo Paige?
That whole situation.
Especially turning on the Bellas. We love you even more.
Big Paige mark. Bro, I mean, he really is the other shade of KJ. Some like Fatal Influence is getting pushed. I think it's great. I really do. I think it's solid. I think it's strong. Like you said, they instantly come to the main roster. They're involved in something that matters. They feel important. JC looks solid in that match. The match was good. And that
Heyman is I'm not worried about Weapon Time versus Fraxium, as Heyman is arguing with someone in the background. And
is
see,
that
this
Heyman?
is yes.
Oh, it is Heyman.
I don't know too many portly penguin looking motherfuckers out there, but yeah, but that's
you need binoculars, bro.
I got it. I done tapped in with the vitamins visuals. But again, where's everybody saying that, layered storytelling? We gotta pay to the fucking wallpaper if it matters anything.
Right.
Nikki has side plates. Oh, yeah. Well, Brie has side plates,
right.
But Paige doesn't. Ooh.
Interesting.
You're just keeping this shit warm.
Right. Jokes. They're doing a great job with all the new women wrestling, working with Liv, Rhea, Bliss, Flair. Yeah, I would agree. 316. That's a very nice, constructive comment. And I would agree with it.
We're helping him. We're growing his wrestling taste and everything like that.
Listen, there's multiple reasons to fill a tube sock, folks.
Whoa, no. Moving on. All right, moving on as we're getting.
Don't take yourself down to one. Come on, be smart out there.
The titles versus Fraxium. I'm not going to acknowledge anything you said. I'm
taking
the fucking Brian Last Cornette ad read position here.
I mean,
they're not responsible for
any of that. All I'm saying is variety is the spice of life, and don't be smart. Enjoy yourself. Don't
wash your socks, folks. Wash your clothes. Wash your ass. Brush your hair. All of that.
No, don't wash them. Throw them out. Don't be stupid.
Throw them. No. Why did you use more AI though? Sorry, as I had Zarya AI Terminator on my screen.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh, I got commercials, and I saw.
We go to commercial break, folks. We got lots more coming your way. A tag match, which I feel like they could have announced. They didn't need a backstage segment to set up.
This
But
is an issue. You have 3 hours. Stop announcing shit as you're live.
Right? Fraxium's going to take on Wepa Time. So that shall be fun. But I shall return, sir.
KJ will be back on Wepa Time. What? Pasta? Okay. I'm trying to figure. I literally was trying to rack my brain of where that came from. Welcome to the Facts of Life with R-Truth and Damian Priest. That could be a fucking show. Well, should Danhausen and Miz just be their own, like, even if it's just a viral thing, like, should they be their own actual little, like, TKO show of just let some of this comedy just be comedy on a show? Could there ever be, and not even in the same vein, but I'm saying in the sense of being a social media based show that might cross over onto main programming, of could there ever be a WWE BTE, one of those like, oh, I loved you on, your YouTube show. I mean, the last time we kind of had that was Z Long Island, but that wasn't supposed to happen. Could you ever get a WWE produced, backed, supported show like that? Would be interesting. As I'm again in commercial break right now, as I know we've seen about 90 people with us. Let's see if we can reach triple digits out here. Hey, see, I said 90, we got 90. Let's see if we can get another 10 out here and reach triple digits, as 100% of we're now in the new version of Friday Night Smackdown. I think that they're still very much trying to figure out what SmackDown is going to be post-Mania, but so far I'm pretty interested. We're going to get Cody taking on Ricky Saints. Trick very much still involved with Sami Zayn. The women's tag titles, JC Jane alone, what we just saw. I'm interested to see where SmackDown goes. I do think it's a bit of it's a difference from Raw. Raw knows where it's going and is very much making declarative statements on that. SmackDown's still trying to figure it out, but we'll get there. Vance, Nick, Google up Texas Rangers fans going beast mode on the Yankees fan. Enjoy. Am I supposed to enjoy someone yelling at Yankees fan as a Yankees fan? What? What? Explain to me why I would enjoy that before I Google this, as I'm still in commercials. What is the score? Well, shout out also, by the way, my namesake, the New York Knicks, advancing to where now they might either take on the 76ers or the Celtics game 7, which I've seen this August. So yeah, so we're getting our first official video package for SummerSlam, and they're very much emphasizing the Minnesota Vikings. Hey, everybody on Twitter that was all mad because they used colorways and they did this and they did that and everything. Hey, they're very much playing into the whole color scheme. They're playing into the Vikings. You're going to have that whole tangible. Hey, everybody right now, if you've got a Madden, if you've got a football game on your gaming platform, your console, what have you, do the Vikings versus the Jaguars. And that's your now WWE equivalent versus AEW, I guess, is okay. And Miz hiding in the picture booth. Free human monies. They even spelled it as monies. Danhausen grabs 4 stacks of money out of the briefcase and walks away and just says $400. And that was supposed to be the trap. Oh, we are literally Acme Wile E. Coyoteing as the trap goes off now for Kit and Miz as they open the briefcase. So yeah, we are very much Wile E. Coyote Roadrunnering, The Miz and Kit with Danhausen. And I almost wish we were doing Danhausen and Truth, and you could just do this as a fucking tag team. Just embrace the comedy a bit with it. But yeah, Acme be damned. Free human monies. That is 100% how they spelled that. I didn't make it up. I didn't mispronounce it. I just read what I done read. And yeah, that's. Am I the only, like, how do we feel that they're doing, Wile E. Coyote? This is, Acme Products is setting up the traps that we got going on out here. We're Abbott and Costelloing Danhausen and The Miz. Wepa up. Oh, that's provocative. But we do have R-Truth and Damian Priest coming out right now to take on Fraxium. So let us know who you got for the tag team title match. Play a holla, holla, holla. This is so stupid. I need more of it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Again, could it just be like, would they ever do just a YouTube series show? You got to tune in. You got to like, share, and subscribe. No, which you should do to us, but to where it's all Danhausen and The Miz, like you just get up to antics, one-a-day videos, and all of that. Because what they're doing, at least so far, is scratching that weird little comedy edge. It's not taken away, but it's, I don't want to say it's fully adding, but it's also, like, it's not bad, but it's not great. I don't know what I'm fully saying, but it scratches that comedy itch, and then it's on-offensive comedy. Because I have Fraxium coming out. I would actually really like to see Fraxium as your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I know we just let go of MCMG, and we kind of had a culling very much of SmackDown talent, and to an extent, a good bit of their tag team talent. So maybe switching the titles here would be a good little bit to building something here, because tag team wrestling in 2025 and 2026 has been lacking, has been missing, has not played the right notes. Why is it all tan smoky? When was that ever the intro for the tag titles? Which I do kind of like the weird graphics that they do for it. But let me know, folks, who you got for this match, whether you got Fraxium or you got Wepa time, Wepa up of R-Truth and Damian Priest taking on Fraxium and Nathan Frazier, as I've got Truth and Axiom right now in the ring, formerly A-Kid. Nicole, what? R-Priest for the win. Champs for the win. Axiom, give me Fraxium, says Roll Tide. Shout out. Got R-Truth team for the win. I'm waiting for Priest to snap on Truth eventually. The nice guy shiz doesn't fit his gimmick. But I don't know. I mean, the Archer event for me wasn't exactly a super heel or anything. Like, he kind of does that Big Daddy Cool, that Scott Hall kind of vibe gimmick of not really face, not really heel, kind of just a big guy who can do the things a bit. And it is also interesting how the whole rest of Judgment Day is now all broken and shattered. Yet R-Truth, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley are all champions. Truth Priest. Tag titles on the line. Yes, they are. And now again, who's your tag team division? The MFT are a bit wasted, I feel. Been overused. The Wyatts are gone. The Profits are on Raw. The Motor City Machine Guns are gone. So your tag team division is getting rather thin. Resetting up for Razor's Edge. Oh, fracks him into a delayed awkward ass Hurricane Rana. Is that a theme for tonight so far? As it seems like everybody's still hit what they're trying to hit, but they're like stunted in doing it. Like Charlotte hits the moonsault, but you can very clearly see her like land on her hands and like land first and then fall. That Hurricane Rana out of the Razor's Edge looked really awkward as we go to commercial break. It very much seems like the timing's really off with a lot of the people in these matches. And maybe that comes with it being announced the night of the show, the day of the show. Of not saying that they probably don't know and that they only announce it, they know just as soon as we know. But at the same time, there is something to be said of it. Feels like there's tonight with SmackDown in ring. Everybody seems like they're like a note off or something, a little bit. As I'm getting an ad for the NBA playoffs, which, hey, shout out TNA or Christ TNA AW that they haven't sat there and had to claim that they're on a time jump or a time warp because of the NBA playoffs. But I'm in commercial break right now, folks. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. As I said, we're chilling around 9, and let's see if we can get up to triple digits. And again, we just passed 10K. We're coming out of a crazy WrestleMania week, and still the wrestling news, the wrestling world has not stopped. If it's literally, we could sit there and spend this whole time of just talking about stories that have popped off, whether it's Ric Flair, whether it's AI, is WWE actually run by AI. There were so many different news stories popping up. Is still Lucha Underground actually going to be a thing? I saw someone trying to sit there and claim that WWE's already brought the trademark, but I don't know. Nah, Charlotte was babysitting that knee. She might be semi-hurt. Well, she already had the knee brace on, so we'll see. But it also could be selling it. Well, and Stephanie is out with an AC joint. So, is this bringing in the new talent helping in that aspect? Jerry Seinfeld voice. What's the deal? Well, what's the deal with Britt Baker showing up at the NFL draft, but still can't get booked on TV? But Anna Jay, the amount of people that, hey, Anna Jay, she's showing up on Collision. So everybody that thought that she was going to NXT, you can all suck it. And then she goes on her own live stream and says, no, my contract's still up in like 6 months. And that's still where everybody became a Jack Perry fan, because he told SRS to stick it. But yeah, the contract situations and the paying people to stay at home thing getting really crazy, I feel. 2027 in video games is going to be 2011. Let's do the time opening. Swerve was at the NFL draft. Yeah, and he was out there also doing, I'm going to take my Swerve to the Old Town Road. What was all of that? Of when did he get involved in the whole thing with Bandito? I'm not mad at the match, but it's just, I would like to know how the fuck we even got there or anything. And so does Bandito actually live? Like, does he still really think that he's like in the Wild Wild West, Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider? No, you don't want nada. But yeah, again, could use some explaining, and I'm not one of those of you gotta spoon feed me. But make it make sense. Make it make sense. As Priest just taking out both members of Fraxium right now. Being the man who can make it make sense, because he's always yelling, what are we doing? But,
what are we doing? I was just really, and I just coming in on what you were talking about, I was really kind of confused as why the most dangerous man in AEW, who lost to Kenny a week later or 4 days later, is now going after Bandito.
I would have liked a bit of an explanation, or even if you had some build up to him showing up looking for Bandito, or anything of like, I heard Bandito's the baddest man in town, but guess who's the real baddest man in town? I tell you what, all of that. And you have that.
I guess.
Well, it would have been better than just he shows up, beats random
knuckle shuffle
extras, and then, you know, burns a wanted poster. Because again, so does Bandito just live the gimmick of working as, Pioneer Village actor like his whole time? Yeah.
Where is that? Where are we? Like, do you live on a soundstage? What the fuck are we doing?
Bandito's Tope, come Fraser. Bandito's alarm is just a wah, 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 wah.
Oh! Nathan Frazier and Fraxium putting on a show tonight. It's been a good match.
We get new tag champs?
That'd be shocking. But it's showing that Damian and R-Truth can get in a good match.
What is the tag division outside of these two teams?
Not much.
Yeah.
Oh my God! The whole I don't get the whole swerve thing.
Wait, I was like, wait, what? What did I? Oh my God, what?
Oh, Damian just throws Nathan into Axiom. Oh, this is over. No title change.
Straps are down. But yeah, Swerve was at the draft and Batman, but
good.
Yeah, but I told everybody if you want to do that was a terrible pounce. That was a terrible pounce. There was no ounce of that pounce. South of heaven.
Gorgeous South of heaven.
Fucking spike that man. But again, who's the legal man?
Oh, they remembered. There's rules.
It's rules.
That's so funny.
Razor's Edge. Well, and 1, 2, 3. So champs retain. I brought this up while you were on your pause, though, of does Priest need to be face or heel, or is he kind of that Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, I'm always the cool guy either way kind of vibe? Like he just lives in gray.
Yeah, it all depends. I mean, like in this scenario, the crowd's very much behind him, but if he gets fed up of R-Truth one day and boots him in the face, they're going to boo him. So it all to be, Priest is the guy that can walk that line where he doesn't really change who he is or how he approaches it. It's just more in, oh, shit. Paula, Tonga, Soto. R-Truth into the post. There's a guy who'll neutralize Damian Priest real quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's the guy that literally, I think the only one that you can get to bring out that looks eye to eye with him is Omos.
Right? Damian wobbling backwards. Got him by the throat. The Samoans are having a week.
Well, Samoan and Tongan. Well, this is why everybody's saying we're just going back to the bloodline. But I still wonder, I still need a payoff of what's going on with Tama Tonga. I feel like you could eventually see to where Solo gets excommunicated or Tonga gets excommunicated and ends up in a different avenue.
He was definitely had issues with Solo as of late. So it doesn't surprise me. Now, what does this mean? Does Tala and Solo go after the world titles? The tag titles?
Well, it very much looks like the movie Twins with Arnold and Danny DeVito.
He is my brother. I don't
know. Yeah. From a Tongan mother, but it would be because you've still got Tongaloa, which boy howdy he survived the cuts and just thank you every day with that. Jeff Cobb, I want more for Jeff Cobb, and I refuse to call him JC Mateo. I've never called him
JC Mateo to the top.
Top.
JC can go. I'm really curious to see what they can do with him. And we haven't seen much from him. You know, is there a separation of MFT that allows us to see more from some of these guys? I hope so.
Well, has the MFT run its course? And the Wyatts ran their course with MFTs, and the MFT
Right.
kind of, to me, feels like the dark side of, I'm more a fan of your parts than your whole.
Facts.
Pause. Yeah, on all of that note, I guess I'm going to pause on all of that.
All right, then. Perfect.
Yeah, perfectly timing if I can find the thing. But yes.
There you go. So we are in a commercial break, folks. Nick is taking a pause for the cause. The show rolls on. We got lots more coming your way. Lots to talk about, including Ricky Saints taking on Cody Rhodes. So get in that chat. Blow it up. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. And we are rolling right now. So big shout out to everybody in this chat. We appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you. And now we're getting ready to see what is up next. But we got lots coming your way. Jason saying, breaking news. The first hour of Backlash Tampa Bay will be on ESPN2. KJ and Big Nick. Excellent. I mean, again, I know there's been a lot of talk about ticket prices. I know there's been a lot of talk about gouging the fans. I know there's been a lot of talk about, creative decisions. But, I mean, throwing it out there on ESPN2 or ESPN1 once in a while to try and broaden the fans, reach more fans, not a bad thing for either side. So, again, the funny part is I know at WrestleMania, people looked at the ESPN matches as pre-show matches, which is crazy, right? Decent SmackDown so far. I'm with you. Holla, holla, holla. Let's go. JC Mateo, Nick. He won't do it. It's JC. I mean, Cobber. He doesn't like me calling him Cobber either. So I don't know how well that works. Solution. If you're not down with the Wrestling for Life Network, we got 2 words for you. Subscribe now. Let's go. Lose Bruins. I want a better draft position. Oof. I guess just happy to be there. So, yeah, you can win now if you can. You're not even supposed to really be there. MCMG should have stayed. They should have stayed and been booked better. They really should have. I think internally there might have been some feel like when they were put out there, the crowd wasn't as responsive to them. But I don't know if I blame MCMG. You guys can let me know your 2 cents. But do you really blame MCMG for not, getting over with the crowd the way you kind of use them, right? It's hard to get into them. Hashtag subscribe now. Let's go. Signing contract. Give her 2 words from Dale. You missed my question. Here it is. The Danhausen was an entrant in the Kentucky Derby. Would you bet $20? He just cursed all the other horses, Christian. So you kind of got to go with him. And plus, he's up $400 already. So he kind of hit the trifecta right now. As I don't care what anyone in the wrestling world says. I don't care how people feel. I don't care about the pipsqueak from New York screaming and yelling. I don't care about Cornette. I don't care about anybody that. And I don't even know how they feel, but anybody out there that wants to put this down, it is fun. It is over. The crowd popped when they got smoked. Is it stupid? It is, but live a little, be a kid, have a little fun, paint your face, enjoy it. It's good shit. And I'm okay with it. And I don't care who is not okay with it. Now we go back to last Friday where MFT had tried to attack Jacob. Appreciate the $2 solution. Really do. Super. Let me see. Did we miss anything? When I talk to an AEW Mark, I can't help but think, if only your argument stood on its own like your socks do. Facts. Hashtag crunchy. Hashtag starched, my guy. Hashtag starched. As the crowd chants Fatu. If MCMG had better music, they would have got, I'm with you. You know, the thing that was so sad was the visual, the pyro, it all worked until the song started. Like when it first comes up and it was like, you know, you kind of got that machine gun, you got the pyro popping off. It was so good. Then the music started. It was horrible. But Solo's got a mic. Got a inspired promo. I went to SmackDown last year. MCMG was not received well by the few cheers. Yeah, right. Nair, thank you for the insight. And that's the thing. Like, we watched some matches with them, and the crowd wasn't really into it. Now, some argue, oh, they're not really into. As here comes Jimmy. It's you and me, Oos, and Jay. No, it's not talked about nearly enough. How they slowly and quietly pushed away the Yeet. He changed his music. Remember, Jay's just an entrance to some people out there, and the Yeet went away. The Yeet kind of got put on the shelf, and we were back to the tag team music. Me and you, Oos. TKO didn't fire those wrestlers. AI did jokes. A lot of talk about this AI shit. And again, there's pros and cons to AI. There really is. But if you're going to use it, you got to make it look good. You got to make it work. And if you watch the playback of something you create with AI and it don't look like what you're trying to look like, try again. Try something else. Figure it out. Design a little. Don't be lazy. The Usos are in your city. I'm just here to be entertained. I'm literally just the kid in the profile pic watching wrestling. Love it, my guy. That's what I want everyone to tap into. Everyone should put a younger picture of themselves on their avatar and tap into the childlike imagination that is good old-fashioned fun wrestling. Daryl Keith Ford, let's go. How you doing? How you doing? Solo's got a mic. Love it. Now Jimmy's got a mic. So this is interesting because they're talking about Roman and Jacob, and you know MFT's had issues with Jacob. The Usos have had issues with Jacob. So how does this all fall? You know, are you reuniting all the Samoans and Tongans, and you know, was it the Polynesian Principality according to Nick? Are we bringing them all together? Nick, did I get it right? But yeah, that's my question. Fans were singing the song. MCMG needs to go back to AEW or TNA. I personally think they're better off going to TNA. They would be the face of the tag team division in TNA. They'd be on AMC. They would be in a lot of matches against a lot of good teams. I'm worried if they go to AEW, and I have every right to be worried, that they get signed, they maybe get in a match, they do a couple collision matches, and they disappear. They become the grizzled young vet. Speaking of a grizzled young vet.
What? I was trying to make it back of saying, yes, you got it right. Yes, the Polynesian principalities out there.
I had to check.
Yeah, well, could it be to where you get that bloodline reunited and it feels so good, and that's where you get everybody to say WWE can't do nothing new,
right? What would the Samoan army look like? You know, like if they brought them all together, and then
I tell you right now, if you put that bloodline, if you put that family versus any sort of faction, any sort of group you wanted to, they're winning.
Oh, Tala lays out Jay. Up goes Jimmy. Down goes Jimmy. Tala, after taking out the tag teams, now take out the Usos.
Well, again, this is where you get into that kind of Polynesian divide of, we talked about it, if Jacob was on the phone of, I know I shouldn't have done it, I know, but I'm tapping in more, and he hits the Tongan death grip. It is always going to be the Tongan death grip because Kin Meng is a scary human being,
right? Yeah. The bloodline civil war finally.
I was trying to think of the Marvel music, but I was just thinking of their generic Marvel theme.
Uso down, both Uso down, 2-1,
Well,
buff.
that's
Let's
your
go.
little bro. Imagine your little bro standing over you talking shit.
Just what do? It would hurt the ego, that's for sure.
Oh, Sammy and Cody.
Yo, did you see, dude? Sammy, they're up to no good with Sammy right now. Sammy's about to be the most irritating schmuck. And listen, some out there are going to be like, he already was. Now he's just going to dig into it. That same, like, I just love you and I want to help and I'm your friend bullshit is just going to come off fake and
I'm just a
transparent.
concerned neighbor. I'm not saying that I have an issue with what's going on,
Right.
but yeah, there's a certain person, and I know probably if I send it to you who I'm thinking about, that very much has that Sami Zayn vibes of
right. That fake nice.
I'm not saying nothing, but what I'm saying is, so then what the fuck are you saying?
I love you so much and I care about you so much and I'm so proud of you. However, you know, don't enjoy it too much because I might be left
if
out.
It wasn't for your dad and everything, like if you weren't, you know, already kind of the chosen boy, would you really be there? Yeah.
Yo, could Sammy fuck up this main event? Sorry to interrupt, but
no, fully.
That interaction was awkward.
Anything beyond the fucking gingerbread man. If I'm sick and tired of seeing the fucking gingerbread man.
Right.
I know you said to talk about it, and I know we definitely saw it on Tuesday. And it's been one of the biggest talked about topics in wrestling, and it's even in the content creation space. Any sort of way you shake your head, AI staring you dead in the eyes of Tony dabbled with it, I guess, 3 years ago, but it even did more than what Tony did. Imagine fucking that of a Dynamite that was too scary for Tony Khan to book.
It was probably great, and Tony was like, "This is terrible."
It all made sense. He's like, no.
It's all the shit we've been, you know, book your stars better. You're like, no.
MJF doesn't fucking lose to your mid-card champion. Sorry, we haven't fully gotten into all of that.
We haven't.
And even still, Will Ospreay, where's the ring? My motherfucker, you are in a broom closet, Harry Potter. Why are you asking where the fucking Great Hall is?
Why are y'all hanging out in the crawl space? The fuck are we doing?
They're not allowed in the real spaces.
Like, that is insane. Where's the ring? You're under the bleachers. The fuck you talking about?
But what seems like it could only be written by AI, but wasn't. But AI in pro wrestling, hot button topic right now.
Dude, it's a thing that we're all going to deal with across the board in every industry, right? Like, it's been a lot of talk. It's grown and evolved and changed so fast. Like you said, we joke earlier, Skynet's upon us. Exactly what, you know, there's pros. There's things that AI can do that are very beneficial, very helpful. You know, this channel can take advantage of it, but you know, we always want to do the work to what we can. Can AI get us to a point where we're closer to where we want to be? For sure. But if you're going to use it, you got to make it look good.
I'm not going to beat that I'm AI allegations now because of what you just said.
Yeah, I programmed it, this guy.
Yeah, I am a Terminator. Of course I am AI. Right? Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, there are advantages to it. But if you're going to do it, and I said this when you were on your pause, like, if you run the clip back and it doesn't look like Sol Ruka, don't let it be Sol Ruka. You know what I mean? Change it, fix it, make it better. You know, don't make it so blatantly obvious.
Bad. That's a really bad take. It's very much similar to, I don't know if you saw this, but TKO on Twitter said, hey, here's the TKO talent relations staff in a fucking highlight video. It's like, that's really not the best taste to do that.
Okay.
Right after you just released talent. Right after you're announcing bonuses and Hunter signed a new contract. I get if a company like that is going to use AI, and I really don't advocate it for it. Like, I don't like it at all. But if you're going to use it to still know points and use it to can do all your graphs and everything like that, of you're going to use it like it's the unpaid intern.
You can't lean
That's
on
one thing. I really don't buy into this. Oh, they're using it for creative. The AI ChatGPT's just telling them the fucking promos to say and everything.
Yeah, are some of the writers taking shortcuts? But you're going to get burned because if you are just leaning on AI, you're fucked. Because I said it, like, I mean, even if you try and AI a background and it looks like the walls are melting and you still run with it, there's a problem. Like I said, we laughed at
think real will always be AI.
It's got to. So, I mean, again, I think that, every industry, every company is going to dabble with it. But if you're just printing off an AI promo and handing it to the wrestler, shame on you, right?
Did you know WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg was born in the great city of Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Yeah. And spell Tulsa backwards.
Amongst the things that no one gives a shit about.
Right? But spell Tulsa backwards. Leave me alone.
Ooh.
Nick, yeah, there you go.
I got it. It made you think. But no, like the AI video package on Tuesday should have never made air. That, being honest, that should have never made air. That should have never left a creative room.
Yeah, now I did hear some people say that if you look at the early Zarya vignettes, it was the same kind of the same style. So they were kind of sticking to this almost comic book Marvel style. But
yes, as we have Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks out there admitting that him and the team, after they just won their series to move on in the NBA playoffs, that they acknowledge your tribal chief every day when they wake up. Well, remember you had Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton.
Absolutely. As we got Danhausen again. It's up Danhausen.
Is this where he's going to explain how he knew that I was going to get dusted?
Yeah, I don't even know, man. Like I said it earlier, I don't care who doesn't like it. I'm enjoying Danhausen. Even the stupid shit with the Miz, I don't care how cartoony it is. You called it Wile E. Coyote. It was right on the fucking button.
Well, is it kind of that, especially with that? It's very much like, so the coyote paints the wall or paints the tunnel on the fucking mountainside, and Danhausen just runs right through it. And then Coyote just sits there and just smashes into it.
Right. Cody's coming out, so we're gonna get Cody Ricky now. I don't know why my voice cracked like that, but now, it's early.
Interesting. Well, are they already pre-conditioned for 2 hours? They forgot that this one's still 3.
Yeah, do we have a third hour? What the fuck are we doing in the third hour?
Yeah, but we'll say KJ made Nick with AI prompts.
Right.
But
that's how I know how. That's how I know to get him singing and such. I know
exactly. He just how to poke the fucking bear there. It's one of the. This was an issue that happened a bit last night. We had Adam Brooks and Mustafa Ali, which was a good match. We had broken Matt Hardy show up and everything, but it felt kind of front loaded. We're an hour and a half into this match or into the show when we're probably going to be done here. And we've still got the whole rest of the show. And this is what we've been building towards. So what's left? Because everything else we've already seen. Or no, you have the tag match is all that's left.
We have a tag match. All right. Well, this is interesting. We'll see, folks. The poll is up. Get your votes in. Who you taking, Ricky Saints or Cody Rhodes or nobody? I love this question is, what's the difference between using CGI and AI? It's a good question. Right? I mean, again, some of the what's
CGI? Took me a minute. I was like, ChatGPT, my brain went there. But yeah, no. I mean, one, you still have to tell the thing to do what it needs to do. and everything. The other one, you can just say some vague shit and run with whatever it gives you.
Well, again, it's creating that false illusion, right? We know like the Hulk isn't, there isn't a big giant green dude running around smashing shit. So
Yeah,
again, the
but
enhancement is the enhancement, and technology is always going to continue to grow and such. And I agree, the risk of AI, I don't know why there's so much like rage about it, but I know a lot of people are
because
afraid of
to
it.
me, I would still rather support someone who could actually do it on their own
Is that
and
the
everything.
principle
Like
of it?
that's the thing is, you're a $1 billion company. You're telling me you don't
You
have
could pay a
anybody
designer
on
to
your
pull this
fucking
off.
roster. You don't
Yeah,
pay anybody that could have done something
right.
like that.
You can afford
I'd
over
rather
it,
see, even if I'd rather pay more,
right?
I'd rather pay to an actual artist on
Right.
anything than do, whatever I can get Grok or Chat GBT or whatever to tell me.
Right. More labor extensive. Good argument. I agree with it. And again, like I said, I mean, for those out there, if they're leaning on it for speeches or promos or the overall creative without stepping in, someone mentioned in the chat, like to not fully understand, like AI is never going to fully comprehend the human reaction, the randomness of humans. You can't really predict on any given night when the fans are going to show up
It's
and
kind of.
yeah, right. So, I mean, there's a limit to it. Now, can it propose some ideas that you can put that human touch on? Fine. But if it's your sole source for inspiration, you're going to get yourself in a pickle real quick.
Well, is it becoming a thing a little bit as Saints hitting a pose after he arm drags Cody? Of weaponizing news stories, of you have the AI thing, you have very much accusations of political bases resulting in signings and everything. Of you have Carlos out there saying why he put an end, a kibosh to the TNA AW deals.
Right.
I feel like you're starting to really weaponize a lot of stories out
Oh,
here.
yeah. But I think, Nick, in that regard, as Saints rolls to the outside, the thing with that is, we saw the same people. I thought it exposed a lot of people because you've had the smear campaigns, and then you argue that it's your bias that makes you defend one company over the other. But now when you see the dirt sheets kind of pulling it back up and kind of doing the same thing to another company in defense of the common denominator who's having the issue, is very interesting. And I think it exposed some people. Ultimately, it is what it is. I mean, some of the writers out there have picked a side. Now, so a lot of them don't want to admit it publicly, but they have.
But it's even that I don't even get this whole, and it could just be why we're the one of one, why we do what we do because other people can't do what we do. But I've never gotten the whole I'm fully with. I mean, I guess for like a fucking sports team or whatever, but I've never been one of those of like, I only watch this show. I only watch Sons of Anarchy and fuck Breaking Bad.
Right.
Breaking Bad is the enemy. Like, what is that kind of mindset of I would rather not watch the thing I love because of it's made from Pepsi instead of Coke. What?
Yeah, it's a little interesting that way, right?
Yeah.
Like why does it matter? Just good is good, bad is bad. Call it.
I'll eat pizza. I don't give a shit if it's from Domino's or Pizza Hut, my guy.
No, not at all. I mean, it takes skills. I'll put it, when it comes to the AI, the last thing I'll say about it is Cody's getting pushed back into the corner. For us, I mean, I turned me and Nick into owls. That would have taken a little more work and effort on my part. AI did it, put our pictures in.
I'm glad that you didn't bring up of the whole WrestleMania video because that's our actual bodies. That's what you see with the rest of us and everything. This man's really out there. He really does look like Kevin Owens' like long lost brother, and I look like a fit young,
you're jacked,
slapping champion out there. I look all of Billy Gunn's athleticism.
Yeah, Nick's on that AJ Styles system right now. Looking all swole. But again, I mean, so to me, for someone to do something like that, no big deal, no big problem. But
Well, when
again,
you have like the AJ Lee fan and everything that does weird, creepy shit,
no,
like
that's
where
fucking
it's just
nuts.
it's very bad.
The deep fakes that are coming out, and then I think it's crazy.
Skynet.
I think if you use technology to depict somebody doing something they didn't do, your account should be instantly gone and no coming back. Like I think that shit should be cut off right away. Like that's horrific. Imagine like an absolute duplicate of yourself doing some foul shit, especially for the ladies out there. It's so ridiculous. That's a crazy, insane side of AI of like all your dreams can come
But
true.
that's the thing is now it's become a tool that's become weaponized in the wrong way. Nick was working out with Billy Blanks in that. Yeah, shout out Billy Blanks. Anyone that remembers Billy Blanks out
Tybo!
there. Yeah.
Let's go, Tybo.
I would rather, honestly, I would bet you I'd lose a fight to Billy Blanks before I would lose a fight to Steven Seagal.
Oh, for sure.
Like Billy Blanks might actually fuck me up. Steven Seagal, no, I got you, bro.
Right, as Ricky is in control of Cody Rhodes, folks. Most of the chat is thinking Rhodes going to win this one, so we'll see what happens. Swole's epic shit. Allen Iverson, that was for Jose. Billy Banks was whooping ass for a good hour, 45 straight. A hundo. You just keep doing it. You wouldn't get tired. That's the problem.
Well, how many times do you have that? You had Richard Simmons, you had Billy Blanks, you have the fucking Peloton now and all of this of how many different fucking sales pitch, fitness gurus do you need to have?
Right. P90X. It was P27 when I had it. That's how far we made it into that motherfucker. Dude, the worst thing about P90X was the yoga part of it, where like that shit would fuck your body up. I like just crawling up the stairs. Like, what happened?
Well, that's actually fun fact. That's randomly the one thing that I've actually kind of recently, or since we've been on the channel, started doing is more like yoga stuff and
nice.
Like that.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna hit that super kick.
Coming soon, folks. Yoga with Nick on Sundays. Namaste.
Well, no, what was it? The Guru movie with Michael Myers.
The Love Guru.
Mariska Hargitay.
Someone ordered a large pepperoni.
He's doing his yoga stretches. He's your strutter out there.
Does the strut, comes down and poses. Ricky's doing it, bro. And I'm such a big fan of Ricky.
But even now, if this being not the main event, could this be where he gets a dub?
It could be. It could be a nice shock. But I wouldn't imagine.
In his standing tree pose.
Yoga with Knicks it'd be so funny. I'm in.
I'll be pulling a fucking hamstring first episode.
Right, DDP.
DDP yoga. Eat your heart out. Big Nick yoga coming soon.
BN yoga. Let's go.
Whoa.
Big Nick energy yoga. Let's go. Yeah. My wife just said Ricky seems
brought to you by Monster Energy. What would be a fucking sponsor for that? By Blue Chew.
Should be Dude Wipes, to be honest.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, Crossroads. Good match. 2.
Well, and shout out. I know I had sent it to you, but Cheeky Soaps. What?
Would you send me?
About Cheeky Soaps, and maybe we need to start doing some business with them and everything. Of some wrestling fans, wash your ass out there, folks. If you're gonna call 911 on CM Punk,
that's right.
Yeah, you might want to make sure you don't got a itchy ass. Pause.
This funny shit.
He chopped me in the chest. He hit me like this, and I went
like that. By extends. Jose, that might be one of the funniest shit you've ever dropped in this chat. That's ridiculous. Yeah. And that's an if you know, you know on that one. Those back cover ads were great.
Duluth sponsor Big Nick. Yeah. Brought to you by Squatchkin soaps or
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
I wanted to read Flame. Welcome back. My wife just said that Ricky Saints looks like the love child of the Rock and Finn Balor.
He's the pebble. He's the pebble. Remember?
The pebble.
Crossroads.
Crossroads. Holy shit.
Planted that man. 3 count.
3. And still, I can't believe they buried Ricky. Shut up.
Well, I didn't even know the title was on the line. Did you know the title was on the line?
I didn't think the title was on the line.
But even then, hey, you did a good. Oh, Gunther! Oh, Gunther! Got to have your man choke out. What do you say?
Folks, the ring general
you ever go night-night? You ever go night-night?
Taking out Cody Rhodes and the boos. We asked what's next for Cody. I think we got an answer.
Oh, that's so. And locks it in.
And the crowd is buzzing.
Now, is this what we saw with Heyman talking? I didn't know who he was talking to before. No. Could that have been what this was? Of remember, Gunther,
you owe me a favor.
Heyman, of you're going to owe me a lot more than a fucking handshake.
Nick out here connecting the dots.
Hey, I bet you that wasn't AI that did that.
As Gunther's got the title. The thing is, you're going to see more and more of it, my guy.
Yeah, but right now, no, it's 9:32 Eastern Standard Time. I want to timestamp that, clip that, because I want to see how many people actually caught that, and then how many people are going to act like they knew that.
Oh, right. No, that's good.
Yeah.
No, we did. We saw Paul earlier. We wondered why. Maybe this was the conversation. It's Gunther's turn. I owe him a favor. Bend a wrist, and here we go. But Nick, you're AI. That AI hate is a front.
Haley Joe Osmond?
Yeah, Haley Joe Osmond.
Am I that AI? Am I Terminator AI?
Right.
Am I, what was the Will Smith movie?
iRobot.
Yeah. Or am I like Keanu Reeves of just like, I just learned Kung Fu.
They just plug you in?
Yeah. I just learned Japanese.
Now you get wifey. Hey, can you plug him in? We got a show.
Yeah. Put him on the charger. Put him on the charger. Battery's getting low.
Let's go. This is cool and all. When we getting Blake? We still got an hour and a half.
We got an hour and a half of a show. And I think we got the best bit of the show right there.
So Ricky has a good match with Cody, but takes it out. We all know now that Ricky is serious. He's a guy that can go. He looks good with your champ. That's fine. He'll move on. But Gunther is the story. Gunther shows up, locks up Cody, and a lot of boos. You want to get a guy that is hated against a guy that you don't want to get booed? Those two
want to know a guy who could beat Cody Rhodes and be your new world heavyweight champion? And a guy now that, hey, you traded Jacob Fatu for Gunther. Draft day trade, I think I'd take that. That seems like a 1-to-1 comparable.
Right.
Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns and Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. Why am I bitching about a world title picture right now?
Yeah.
Like that is stacked to the gills, I feel.
Yeah, I would agree. And I mean, I wonder if they do try and fast track it to Backlash, but Backlash doesn't really have a conclusion. Or is that too soon?
Well, I still feel like, do you feel like the Seth Braun match at Backlash is going to be the payoff, or if that's just the start? Because if that's the payoff, that's too fast to me. Like, you skip WrestleMania to do it at Backlash, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's the payoff. I really don't. I think now they're about to kind of circle back to what they were hoping to do before everybody got injured. Everybody. And people are still talking about Bronson coming back and going after Roman quick.
That's allegedly the story.
That's what I heard.
But I heard Spaz with a $5 super chat. I had to take a shift as Nick's caretaker on the book face while I broke it to him of look what they did to your boy and Death Riders Osprey. All right, so we're in. Do you want to go
MJF real quick? We're on a commercial because I'm getting a commercial for Netflix Land, which sounds terrifying.
I got Granger, I got donuts and everything. I'm going to quickly explain to you how Darby Allin is the heel in the MJF situation, because Darby Allin cheated first and foremost
to beat
MJF. He did. And then also now is demanding that Max put something on the line when Darby didn't have to at all. He just literally won a match, kind of got inserted into this,
Right.
and quickly won. I would also say, before the court, Your Honor, that he's taken on lesser than challengers. If I wouldn't say these are guys that are top caliber, headline main events, world title contenders. So taking easy pickings and keeps denying, Max his, world title shot. And then he comes in, swooping in like Batman and everything.
Yeah.
And they have completely castrated MJF in this whole fucking. I'm very scared that they're gonna make, because I saw someone mention this, and I'm terrified that Tony would actually do it. It keeps me up at night, folks. That if MJF has to put Hangman Page's I can't compete for the world title on the line to get his world title shot at Darby, which again, Darby didn't put anything on the fucking line. So why the fuck would MJF have to put anything on the line? Why doesn't he get his actual fucking title shot? His actual rematch that's gone on in the history of all times. But of that, they put Hangman Page's, he doesn't have to go against his word, because that's what MJF will put on the line. If he lifts that band upon Hangman, and then what? We still make MJF fucking lose? So MJF still has to win in all of this, right? Because you're not going to do Darby Ospreay. You're building.
I heard they might do Darby Ospreay.
Ospreay's fucking in a whole
lot. 1 second, Mr. Nick. We'll circle back.
Feels like definitely the start of this man's music as Danhausen's coming out. But yeah, that's when you open the crypt. There's Danhausen.
Yeah, it's crazy times. And at what point do people really like? I mean, I saw Alvarez at least say some good stuff as far as how many people are going to finally step up and go. All the guys that are supposed to be top guys and feel really cool in this company suck. They're crying. They're holding hands. They're fucking whining. The devil is a big pussy. He's an idiot. He gets tricked and then beat up and bullied by the smallest of fuckers. I don't get it.
Which even Kevin Knight cheated to beat MJF, by the way, which even then he turns around and loses, and just that's all we see of MJF through the whole show.
He's getting out-healed by everybody. He's getting out-doubled.
I don't even want to say he's getting out-healed. He's just getting buried. Like, this is a burial. Like, this
I've seen eggs more devil than fucking an MJF. What are we doing?
Facts. They're saying, KJ, I acknowledge you so hard. He did it so hard, so big, so great, so
provocative. Thank you.
It's Danhausen time. Someone cursed Danhausen.
He's bragging about his merch. Right.
But no, of MJF is completely fucking nerd. Like, tell me right now, if you were to drop me into watching AW right now, that you're going to tell me that at Double or Nothing or at All in Wembley, we're going to get to MJF versus Will Ospreay for the world fucking title? How the fuck are we going to do that?
What's fucked? Now? Will Ospreay is going to win the world title, and everyone's going to give the credit to Moxley, the hero.
Who refused to turn heel, or to have people turn heel on him and everything.
Did you see him being playful on Wednesday, poking? The guy that's going to break your bones and smash your
anyone
face.
That doesn't know, that's what I do with KJ before we go live. Right before we go live, I just poke him in the belly like, yeah. He loves it. He's a Pillsbury old boy. But yeah, what the fuck was all of that? Like, again, this is why I'm telling you, no one's out there praising Dynamites now as it's the great show. They're praising video packages. They're praising backstage segments, which is, hey, what they hated WWE for doing, but who noticed? And yeah, they're not praising much of the whole show.
Yeah. Miz is in the ring with Danhausen. He says, I'm not cursed. The fans chant, yes, you are.
Miz looks like
You are cursed. What's up, Maddie?
Miz looks like because he's got the fucking powder. Okay. It took me a minute. I was like, wait, he looks like he's seen a ghost because he's all pale. I was like,
He's
oh, wait,
powdered.
yeah. He didn't get powdered in the face. Pause. But selling it, I'm still coming out well.
Mizhausen official. That's is that what's happening here?
Oh, the mega powers. KJ, we need to do it right now. We need to shake.
Kit Wilson. He's preventing the handshake. The drama, the suspense.
This is what, see, if we can do this. Oh, wait, no. Do I have to do it this way or do I have to do it that way? Oh, yeah. The mega powers shake hands. Which, are you surprised? Random Hogan Doc reference that Macho wasn't mentioned that much, like you said, of that whole tension. And did you know that Hulk Hogan made the Ultimate Warrior and Andre the Giant weighed 7,000 pounds?
The Hogan stories are great. There was a couple times where I was waiting for him to get into one of them, and like, oh wait, he's going to tell this story, but he didn't do it. They're like,
I want to see if you could actually if you snipped together Hogan lies and Ric Flair just random nonsense. Just make that like a battle rap of like they're just insulting each other the whole way through, dude, but it's all nonsense.
That is tempting.
See, that's good chaos in the pro wrestling space. That needs to be a thing instead of
let's find
nonsense.
Take all this time that apparently people have and use it to do fun stuff. Make us laugh.
When did we forget that pro wrestling's supposed to be fucking fun? Like, I'm sorry, but I know other people I didn't watch WrestleMania there live, so I'm all sad. No, I'm sorry. I get jazzed when we get off every live stream to where I got to sit there and take a fucking walkabout because wrestling's supposed to be goddamn fun. And I'm sorry that it's fun to me. I hope it's fun to y'all. We try and make it fun. That's what the fuck it's supposed to be. Why are so many people trying to make it not fun?
Yeah.
On a thing they supposedly love.
That's the eating their own is the craziest thing to me. And, I don't know. I mean, again, there are things where I'm losing my mind and I'm pissed off and I'm frustrated. But again, I take that back to my sports love. It's the same way as, wait a minute. Kit is making Miz decide, and the crowd's into all of this, Nick. They're standing, and Miz can't decide. Does he go to Kit? Does he go to Danhausen?
Mizhausen.
Mizhausen. That's the biggest pop Miz has gotten in a decade.
Kit Wilson to the Ops next Wednesday.
Oh, what's this? So Miz is no longer cursed.
So what are they gonna? So Miz is now a babyface?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be like that. He's still gonna be Mizzy.
Oh, is he jumps Danhausen?
Oh,
he found us. He found us.
He fooled us. We got worked.
That dastardly heel. We got worked by a handshake.
I thought they were actually gonna do it, but like Miz was gonna be mean to him.
What is an independent wrestler got worked by a handshake? What?
Right. As now Kit all over Danhausen. Does someone help?
Skull crushing finale.
Well, at least maybe that's what they had to backlash. Miz versus Danhausen.
Well, do you need to have? Well, it seems 2-on-1. So who's going to be Danhausen's partner?
Right, Swerve, a good one.
But can you get away with a 4-match backlash, or do you need like a 5, 6, 7 backlash?
5, 6, man, at least. Like, these cards are shite, and like honestly, like even if you have 4 is too small, even on the ones we like you feel like by default you can't give it like
You're all. I've heard that before. A 4 is too small. 5 is adequate. 6 might do it.
6.
7, you got 2 thumbs up. 8's, you're overexcited. 9, why are we doing almost too much? 10,
12,
doing too
that's
much.
unnecessary. Yeah.
14, 13, all of that. You're too much out there.
Yeah, keep that to
Do it too
yourself.
much.
Right? As well, I'm getting an ad for the HBK talk. I haven't seen that one yet.
I saw a really good, cool clip from that remember when Ethan was gonna do the Pillmanize on Javon and really kind of fuck up his jaw and everything and sell it. And Ethan, I guess, didn't feel comfortable and thought it might have been too much. And Sean, I guess,
Right.
probably for the cameras, was like, do it to me and I'll be fine. Do it to me.
Yeah, no, Sean did. Yeah, you want, again, I mean, that's the funny, not the funny, but like the transition we've had with HBK, where I think at one point he was probably the most hated person in and out of the ring in a lot of ways. And you know, a lot of really sad stories for him, but he found his way, and he's been doing outstanding shit with NXT. So again, maybe one day.
Is it the booking or is it the position?
I think he's booking, right?
No, I understand, but it's still, you get a bit of a grace. Hunter was there, got the grace. Hunter moves up to the main screen, all of that, and now catches all the flack. But also, you see Hunter doing, the EO entrances. Like, it's interesting to see these guys still be involved in, like, all right, so if you're gonna do it, I'll do it. So here's how you should do it.
Right. Hate him more than Hogan. I think maybe at the time, just because Hogan, as much as people had their issues with Hogan, thought he was an asshole. I think you're going back to like
there was
90s.
Definitely a point to where Sean, probably around like I lost my smile really, shit and everything, was probably the most disliked person in pro wrestling, at least amongst other wrestlers.
Yeah, you hear the stories about the Clique being kind of hated and picking on people, being very standoffish and to themselves. He was kind of Vince's golden boy for whatever reason. We can probably maybe guess at a couple.
If you ask Bret Hart, he's got some wild accusations.
He went deep for the cause. But according to Bret said it. I didn't say it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that there was a time where everybody, even like a lot of his friends hated him. Even Triple H was like, I'm fucking tired of this guy.
But, do you see anybody, as I do find this hilarious stuff from Jose, of saying KJ telling Nick to be quiet while he's pouring his heart out just so he can get his sound off for Danhausen made me laugh.
Well, we had to address what was going on, and now we're
doing this live, baby.
Right.
But is there anyone, like Seth's been mentioned, Punk's been mentioned, Cody's been mentioned? Is there anyone that you see currently that's on the roster that could end up being the next HBK, being the next Hunter, of seeing actual on-screen talent become in charge of creative?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talk about guys like, Punk's getting near the end of his career, and he's already expressed an interest and has put, efforts towards showing interest in training. A guy like Cody Rhodes, he's already kind of had the producer hat on. So maybe, and he's very TV polished, so I could very much see him doing stuff like that.
AJ Styles already kind of out there looking for talent.
Yeah, some people giving AJ credit for some of the new pickups, like Will Cruz and maybe Evil might have been AJ Styles doing.
Well, as Ray, I've got Blake Monroe drawing a bubble match
with Blake.
Yeah, but it made me sad seeing AJ Styles mention of I would have loved to have had a match with Kenny Omega and just our paths never crossed.
It's crazy to think of all those years and they never did.
Yeah, it feels like it almost could have, should have, would have.
Could have, should have, would have.
Blake Monroe coming soon. I don't know who's going to come first, her or her fans.
But Angel Garza's in the ring.
If he still works here, what happened to that? They're getting Infinity swiped out of the roster.
So who's coming out to dust this kid? Royce
the 5'9".
Yeah, let's go. Royce, the powerhouse in the house.
Face. Like, Garza does not give a about being there. He is there. How many days I got left? How many Twitter posts can I make?
Right.
He's boo-boo jobber face. before we even heard the harmonica.
Right. Shake and bake. I love it.
But hey, so we've seen Saints, we've seen Royce, we've seen Cody all in the same show. We haven't fully yet gotten a crossover, but
Right.
we're getting Royce pretty regularly out here.
Royce Keys is a fire name. It's grown on me.
It's one of the better ones. Did you see that they're still trying to figure out what Evil's name is going to be? They trademarked one name and then it got negative responses. So they're like, maybe not that.
Yeah, no, they definitely hesitated. And yeah, it's very interesting. So he's unnamed.
He's just, well, I even had to have it explained to me that the logo on the shirt that he handed Tony was the Japanese declaration of war.
Ah, that helps.
Yeah, but yeah, that would have been nice to know. Yeah.
Right. As Garza gets chucked from the ring by Hobbs, he kickstarts this one by throwing his jacket in Hobbs' face, but pays the price. But him and Berto out here strategizing.
Are they soon to be very future endeavored? They look like they're Italian waiters.
They've been using them a lot in AAA, though, so I don't know how that translates. Do they just kind of keep them down there?
Well, what happened with Escobar? We signed him, he sat on the bench, and then we told him to go fuck off again.
And I thought he was having a decent little run to come back. When he first got back to AAA, I was like, all right, here we go. And then
got him again.
Put him in a tag team with fucking Andrade and let them run AEW's tag team division.
Well, it's so funny that crossbody caught. Royce about to take this man on a tour of the islands.
I like that he took the time to kind of shout out to the crowd, get the crowd involved. They're not overly going to be jumping out of their seats as this guy's.
Well, this is very much still a filler, but yeah.
Oh! From the second rope, he does like almost a tour of the islands.
Maybe if this wasn't the second or third time, big ass spine buster.
Let's go. I love that that's his finisher.
Best spine buster since Batista.
Yeah, I'll give you that for now.
I would have liked, though, if he was the only one I saw with the straps down and everything versus what we had seen earlier.
Fair enough. I mean, he's always.
I'm getting nitpicky a little bit with it. It's trying to get.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
No one's going to super care about that match. Like, it's a good showing for him, but
yeah, that's all it is.
It's not one to be remembered.
We're just showing you that this guy is everything we said he is. Now he beat Berto, he beats Angel. Now we'll up it a little. He'll bump into somebody. Somebody will rub him the wrong way, and now we got another challenger.
So you'd say it's an open challenge?
No.
I don't know. I was just because that seems to be the whole thing. Have you seen people crashing out about Oba's open challenge? They've already wasted it. They've already missed the boat on Oba Femi because he's not world champion right now.
People are insane. I don't know what to tell them. Like, you're not going to have it all. You're not going to get it now. Like, you're going to have to wait for some shit.
I want the world. I want the whole. Hey, Chelsea. Chelsea Green should be.
Nicholas the Prickless is hilarious.
What did you just call me?
Hashtag Nicholas the Prickless.
What did you just call me?
That is what Chelsea called Nick Aldis. So I might.
I guess I have to speak for the Nick denomination. We do not recognize that, but Kiana and Julia, but
yums.
Chelsea should be forever U.S. champion. Like, I don't think that there has been anyone that has surpassed her as being more over as I know you're going yum ham. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
No, don't worry. I was talking through it. I was powering through.
You're powering through. It's just it's overwhelming.
Overload. Can Chelsea Shania Twain out there? That don't impress me much.
Yo, let's go. Tiffy versus Kiana. Good times.
Chelsea followed around Tiffy, though. But yeah, Chelsea should be like your forever champion.
Put her.
I don't think that there is a talent on that roster that has really surpassed. Oh, what the fuck is this?
The gingerbread man's back.
Oh, all
Why are
right.
they now? You're
No.
done. You're done beefing with Sammy. Why is this still a thing? Just
Why
hammer him
was it
down.
a thing?
I don't mind when they used it to make fun of Sammy. That makes sense to me. Keanu James, good luck, dude. I'm getting a sore thumb from tapping this fucking yum yums button.
Pause. This that's your wrist, but yeah, no,
Boy, if you
I'm
don't.
over this whole gingerbread bullshit and everything.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I actually kind of like the idea of Little Yachty sticking around. All right, I'll tolerate you as a celebrity. You're actually trying to give a fuck and you actually work pretty well. You're
Right.
showing up every week. It's that Logan Paul. I might dislike you, but you still show up every week.
Mm-hmm.
There's the gingerbread nonsense of no, I'm over that. Of
like I said, yeah, I'm with you. Like, I mean, you're making fun of Sammy for being a ginger, ha ha ha. You bring out the gingerbread man to be kind of funny, ha ha ha. But now we've moved on from Sammy, I think. So let's just let that go, and we let it die.
But it's even still one thing to make a joke and you have it, it's in the song, and you Joe
You
Hendry,
just don't
and it's
want you
got
don't
the
want you
little
don't like the
video
costume.
pic and everything.
Okay.
Not the fucking guy in the costume
Just,
and
I
everything.
mean, some people need a visual to understand symbolism.
Well, those people, we politely asked them to, I guess, fucking hold on. I don't know. We don't need that. Did you get more behind Sammy being a heel because he revealed himself as the gingerbread man yesterday?
No, but I did
who
find it
lives
funny
on Drury Lane with the gumdrop buttons?
right? Not the gumdrop buttons.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as yeah. I mean, again, I mean, at best, you have it when you have it. Now, when you're going through Sammy, fine, but let it die with Sammy and your feud with Sammy. We don't keep reminding us that you've done that. You're moving on.
Counterpoint, y'all haven't seen what they have planned for GBM tonight.
Right.
Cool, but I know if it's gonna sound bad and it smells bad and everything that you're cooking up is gonna be bad, then I know before I stick my head up a cow's ass that I can get a good look at a T-bone steak if it's gonna be fucking bad.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know if it's gonna be bad because we don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Has anything that they've been doing give you a sign that it's gonna be good? We're gonna hide in the fucking rafters, Harry Potter.
Been doing.
What?
I think everything Trick's been doing, everything Yachty's been doing has been hitting all over the place.
But everything with Sammy with his whole thing,
it was perfect. It got Trick over. It had a huge
Trick's over regardless. Trick could be fighting a fucking broom literally at this point, and they'd still be cheering for Trick Williams.
Yeah, the gingerbread man. The gingerbread
man who lives on Drury Lane.
Everything else was perfectly great. Everything's been good. That whole match was good. The whole situation's good. The right guy won.
Turning me into donkey out here.
Donkey.
In the morning, I make a waffles.
Yeah,
we got the Bach Center.
And listen, Yachty's come in and put in the work, and he wants to learn more. And it's not like, I mean,
does he get the celeb pass?
I think so, because he's doing a good job. I think if a celeb comes in and they're doing a good job and they're trying and they respect it, I got no problem with it. It's the Travis Scotts of the world and the Ronda Rouseys of the world. They treat wrestling like it's fucking gum on their shoe.
Yeah, the last pass we gave out to was Bad Bunny. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jacob!
Holy shit! What's up? They're all friends
because they're in the streets.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Yeah, but I still when are all the AW fans the sickos gonna bitch when Jacob Fatu starts going Contra vibes and WWE just ripped off MLW and all that?
No, I mean, again, it is what it is. I mean, we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and we can't keep sweating that. Like, people are gonna, feel that way regardless. Like, two guys that once crossed paths again. Oh no!
Spoiler alert. Everybody's already done what you think you're going to do. Everybody's already done what you've done.
Well, in a lot of ways.
Advice.
Right? And Nick, at the end of the day, how many matches Like, it's okay for a company to run back every match that was ever done in New Japan? Like, oh, Kenny, you fight all the guys you fought in New Japan. Oh, let's get Okada. You fight all the like again, when you say, oh, look, they're doing a fucking Rampage match. There's Hobbs and there's Saints. Okay, fine. But then you don't be out running out. Okay, you cannot do any matches that any other company's ever done with the same two people. What the fuck are we talking about?
I watched the Bills Chiefs play before, and I'm
never
going to
watched it
watch
again.
when they play this next season. I'm going to watch when they play next season.
My God. Tala Tonga just decimated Hobbs, and now they are on Jacob. Tala Tonga's been the MVP of Friday night tonight.
Yeah, he's been all up in the video, all up in the segment.
Right?
Yeah,
That's Solo.
No.
Solo night.
Lowe's, not Home Depot, but yeah.
Right? Shug Sokoa is kind of that guy tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's always.
Yo, that's a tall gingerbread man. Who's in the suit? Who's in the suit? That's a tall.
I stared into the void, and the void stared back at me.
Here comes Sammy. Oh, Sammy!
I just need a black and white video of that gingerbread man. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's what you need. So it's Sammy with the gingerbread man, not Trick.
Well, is this just I'm talking to the man in the mirror?
Fought you with the
I'm
Raiders.
asking him to change my way. Well, he was the last man in the suit, so now who's in the suit? And
that's what I mean. That's a tall gingerbread.
Is it Tala Tonga?
Oh, he's Tala Tonga.
Been out here through all of this. You mentioned it's a Tala gingerbread.
All right, gang gang. So
I am not gang gang. I do not gang bang.
Jelly Roll and Roman. Wife is at Ryback's house.
You can have that one. I'm at it. You clicked on it. You read it. Fucking do you, I guess.
Yo, this
I
is
found
the
right
tallest.
Chord. I done one. I popped KJ before he popped me. Pause.
Oh, you finger popping your asshole.
What?
That's a tall gingerbread. That's the biggest gingerbread man I've ever seen.
Five Nights at Freddy's with this fucking gingerbread. He's gonna
It's
fucking
so
scare me when he
creepy.
moves.
Why is its neck bent? What is happening?
Why is Dog doing this shit? Why is Dog doing this shit?
It looks like Snoop Dogg in a costume.
Snoop Dogg, yeah, Dogg. Yeah, no, why is it, his shoulders? Oh, why is he doing this shit?
Yeah, why is he leaning? Like, what is happening? Were you from Pisa? What's happening? What's going on?
Rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with it. No, he's missing like an arm for it. Like that's just straight not there. As, by the way, we're more focused on the fucking gingerbread than the ginger man. But yeah.
They're booing him though a little bit.
Is he a true heel? He's doing
the Canadian, nice guy like, heel.
Yeah. He's your typical Canadian. That's your too fucking polite. He's the Ned Flanders of wrestling.
Right. Excited for what Roman and the Samoans bring us with new installment of Total Samoans. Yeah, stay tuned for the next episode of Total Samoans because they are running mucks everywhere now. They are involved in everything.
Yeah, as the Polynesian turns of what kind of like what chapter, what inning are we in now, Heyman, in the
I have no idea what the answer to that is.
We're in an overrun.
Little cheer for Trick.
Yanni's still been the best hype man for Trick. If he's out there, if you wanted this, do that. If you wanted that, if you want to find the U.S. champ, call Trick Williams. Like he's
right,
the hip hop hyping half pipe.
Right? Yeah, they're sure milking this gingerbread thing. I think we could have killed it. Oh, I didn't expect Sammy to bring it out.
It's not even half baked; it's unbaked.
Sammy's always been a heel in my heart. Well, he's definitely a heel now. So at least you're on.
That's the funny part is that Trick on paper should have been your heel and Sammy should have been your face, but the crowd said nay, nay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it organically got there. It was good. And I mean, Trick being Trick, I mean, they should have known that. Like, that's where I scratched my head at the WWE creative. I know we've talked about their creative a lot, but you hear what we hear. So why are you booking it like you don't hear it? No, they got there and they got it right. What's that?
Nick Khan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't pay attention to Twitter, but here's all these comments from Twitter. What?
Oh, now he's checking out Ginger. Gingy.
Oh, is he just a dummy of? He's gonna do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shit. Oh, he's gonna poke him and he's gonna bounce and he's gonna turn around and punch him.
Is it Yachty?
He's gonna act like it's a fucking dummy and he's gonna fucking spring to life.
It has to be Trick because Yachty's not that tall.
Platforms, I don't know. Yeah, so he's gonna go to punch it, and he's gonna punch him. It's Ninja Turtles.
This segment is dragging a little.
Oh,
we are happy about the potential punch out here. Sammy, you're putting the crowd to sleep, bro.
Put him to bed. Well, think about it. You had everything cool in the first 2 hours.
Yeah,
they're starting to get closer and closer to how do we start killing off this last hour. Oh, whoa. All right, so it is just a dummy. Damn it.
And he went down like a tree.
You did.
It was legit a dummy. That is so embarrassing for us.
Yeah. Well, no, it's now. So we're watching a grown man fight his stuffy in the wrestling ring. This is so now for anyone that's a tribalist on either side, this is fully when you giving your opposition ammunition of this is not where the best wrestle. This is not pro wrestling. This is not what the fuck I tune in to watch. Is watching a fucking man fight a stuffy. I watched a man fight a mannequin.
Trick Williams coming out to save the gingerbread man. The fuck?
To save a mannequin.
I guess we should have noticed like the platform in its foot before it got.
Yeah, but no, I still thought they could. I mean, you had the Sting fucking reveal and everything. They could have done something.
There you go. I appreciate that, Nick. That's a real good way to look at it.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Okay, there you go. Sammy is translucent, almost. We call him Chalk.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk, but that is an indefensible offense against wrestling is what the fuck that was.
Right. That whole segment.
He's not American.
The whole segment sucked. The whole it wasn't a great promo. As Trick throwing up the X for Gingy. Hashtag
pour one out for your homie. Pour some whole milk out for Gingy.
Yeah, so Sammy takes off. I guess at Backlash or they're teasing Trick and Sammy might revisit each other.
Pause. Does it need a stipulation or anything? They're carting
a gingerbread match? A gingerbread match? An oven match?
A gingerbread casket match.
Yeah. Someone else said like a oven and hell match. I think it got said in the chat.
Well, we're going into a different avenue that might not be good. I see we're going down a highway. Let's turn it around down here as we go to commercial. Right. Now, Arby's, we have the meat with the Bellas and Paige coming out. Maybe not the best choice in advertising. Slogans don't exactly fully meet the way you would want them to meet. Pause. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. From one on to the next. On to the next.
The shoe you must wear.
Casket basket match. A gumdrop button match. Gingerbread on a pot match. Can we do gingerbread on a pole?
What of the Vince Russo did you just pitch to me?
I mean, I think I've seen a couple gingers on a pole, but never a gingerbread man on a
well,
pole.
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley on a pole
Weasley.
match. As we are in the back with the irresistible forces. I almost said the immovable objects.
They're irresistible. Simply irresistible.
I almost called them the immovable objects. My bad.
Oh, well, that might be it too.
Right.
Did you see Lash up there showing all the love of her and I are actually like besties?
Yeah,
like,
they get along really well.
Well, and Lash, as much as Trick is prospering and rising to the top, shout out Lash for like she's on a short list of top talent right now in the women's division.
She's doing well, and she hasn't even branched out. Kind of, this is a good way to protect somebody. Bring them in. You have her working with a vet like Nia. They're working as heels. And again, at some point, she'll step away from that, and I think she'll be a force.
Right.
Up next, Irresistible Force taking on Bella and Paige.
Brought to you by Arby's. Oh no,
this is like Brie and Gouda.
We have the meats. Yeah.
Speaking of Arby's, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you go armchair there for a minute as I'm in commercial. Saturday, May 9th. What do we got on May 9th? Oh, they're just showing up WrestleMania highlights. Are they gonna do a little mini doc like they did for 40? Oh, there's teasing up Backlash. But yes, folks, we will be live for Backlash. It still feels crazy to me that it's literally a week away. It is a bit of quicker than a hiccup of right after WrestleMania. So I'm wondering if some of the matches that they have on Backlash, it's going to more start the feud than end the feud, but we'll see. Chris Arcane, definitely movable up. I'm moving heaven and earth. Ridge, do you think Zilla gets involved in Jacob's story versus Roman or post-Roman? Maybe Jacob and Zilla in the next segment of the Family War storyline. It'll be really interesting to see if they bring in Zilla. They had Lance there, which I guess shout out Lance doing big things and slap fighting, but Zilla feels like such a diamond in the rough kind of prospect, respectfully. And I haven't met the man personally, but from what I've seen and what I've heard and everything, he does very much fit the bill akin to Jacob. So that would be a nice little pairing. But he's very much seems like a legit loose cannon personality-wise. So it would be interesting for all the, creative controls that everybody says TKO has. If they sign a guy like Zilla, I'd be all the way for it. I wonder, I don't know if that's the way they'd go, because how do you do that after Jacob loses? Because does anyone actually think that Jacob's beating Roman? I know I've seen some people say, do the Usos turn? I guess with this, does Zilla show up and help Jacob win? So Roman only has the belt for a month or so. I don't know about that. I could see more to where Jacob joins the first family a little bit and still kind of keeps him on that rise, but not, you're on the rise, but you're not doing nothing, I guess. It's a dream match, but it's going to be interesting to see what the fallout is, I feel. But I honestly don't think that I see Roman losing that. Roman's going to be around for the summer. 100%. Roman's going to probably main event SummerSlam, especially with it being 2 nights. That might be part of why Roman's going to be around throughout all this reign and everything, because you're going to have, what could you do? I know everybody's talked about like a Gunther Brock. What would be the other matches that you would do? And you can let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this on a replay. 100% would be of what you would do with SummerSlam. I see some people saying some things, but I just want to double check it just for my even damn self out here. You can tell I'm husky when my first search pull up for Buffalo is Buffalo Wild Wings. But so right now I have it 1:30 left in the third period. The Buffalo Sabres up 4-1 to the Boston Bruins. Bradley, I see you. There was somebody that I just saw right before you. Yeah, Ken saying Sabres win the series. Let's go. I mean, honestly, I was never really. I'm a Bills fan. I've become now a Sabres fan because they're finally in the fucking playoffs after 14 years. I've bet against the Sabres before, but especially living in New England, let's go. Give me all this Buffalo love out here right now of your Buffalo Sabres, the team that shouldn't have been there, but just pulled it around. And like KJ said before, are so blissfully ignorant and just so happy to be there that they don't know they shouldn't be there. Take down the Boston Bruins and advance. We're going to the Cup, boys. Now, could you see in the same year? I'm going to say this real quiet. So, Lord, don't strike me down. Could you see the Sabres and the Bills both win a cup and a championship in the same year? Oh, it could happen. I hear you, Kin Soundboard. Listen, I'm sorry that you're Kin teammate out here. Oh,
What are you saying?
what am I saying? Well, I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm saying that the Boston Bruins. Now you got me off her. The Boston Bruins lose to the Buffalo Sabres. We're moving on. We can very much go on a cup run out here as Brie Bella coming out. So we're getting the tag match right now. Yes. Good news of some good Buffalo news in between, the football season out here. And like I said, could there be the potential to where Buffalo becomes title town? Yeah, so Brie comes out first, but she really is just the hood ornament for Paige coming out. She comes out and just stands there for everyone to react to Paige coming out. And shout out Paige if she's still going to actively be a regular competitor. And she's still, I know she had gotten cleared, what have you, with AEW and been away and all of that, but seeing her have the emotion of getting it told to her she's cleared to go. She's good to go in the ring. Unlike Will Ospreay, she's cleared to wrestle. And she's going to go on a bit of a run, I think, of that they brought her in. She's still, think about it, she's still probably one of the youngest out of a lot of these people in this women's tag division. Keep it a buck. Like, you forget she, debuted in WWE at like fucking 19. So she's still like, I think, younger than me. I digress. Said no before you finished your sentence, Nick. Fair enough, Jose. I don't know fully what we were referencing at that point, but you can have that. I love you. Well, at least Paige still kept her theme. Well, I mean, it was always going to be her WWE theme. They got that locked and loaded. Paige Brie for the wins. Yes, folks, let me know who you got for this match for the women's tag titles of the Irresistible Forces of Nia and Lash. Sounds like that almost could have been a better name, but I don't know what it would be. Taking on Paige and Bella. Let me know who you got. And could you, depending on where Nikki's at, does that depend on when the Bella Paige drops the belts, the old horsemen versus the four horsemen? Could, whenever Nikki's back, does she force Paige out? And so you started off where they lose the belts, and so they blame Paige for losing them. Could be it would be a bit of super revisionist history, but yeah. All right. Got Nia and Lash for the win. Does Paige get another title run? Honestly, would a Paige versus a Rhea Ripley story do anything for y'all? As let me know in the chats right now. We got Twitch, we got YouTube, comments after the streams and everything. Would you want to see a Rhea Ripley Paige? Would you want to see a Liv Morgan Paige? Would you want to see Paige in the world title scene? I do think that she's going to have a singles run post this tag team. I just wonder how far they're going to go with it. As I got Lash and Paige kicking this off right now. Oh, what a cage is in. Paige mode. Oh, that's their fucking tag team. Brie Bella out here with ring gear that is it supposed to look like denim? It looks like denim. It's like overly reflective. Lash with a splash for a 2 count. Nia, why the Bellas have a storyline anyway. Nobody wants them. Brie didn't get a pop. She was out there. She is just the hood ornament for Paige showing up at this point. Honestly, I said it during during the WrestleMania live stream after our WrestleMania predictions. Anthony kind of fell into it of once Paige was announced for the match, they were winning. People want to cheer for Paige. The Bellas, you're there. All due respect, if the Bellas stopped wrestling yesterday, would anyone notice? Would anyone care? Would anyone shed a tear? Would it be one of those of when they came for the Bellas, there was no one to hear me? If the Bellas fall in the forest, does anyone cheer for it? I don't think so. Nick, who's the Sabres captain? Is it not Holleen? If it's not him, in Tage? You listen, you converted Anthony into a Bruins fan. I already admitted that I wasn't a hockey guy before any of this. So I'm more of it's just caught up in the fucking Buffalo swing. it's Darlene. Okay, so see, I got it. But even then, I'll admit, don't you can check me. I'm fine with admitting. See, this is how you know we're actually who we are. If I can admit that it's Darlene, that's who I said. That's who I said. But yeah, no, I can admit that I'm a new fan. I can admit I'm a new fan. I've told you I've betted against them. I still think that they should go back to the fucking black and red jerseys. That whole motif, that whole version of the Sabres was way better than this fucking, Rough Riders Cavalier bullshit of bright blue and yellow and everything. Go back to Dominic Hasek, Buffalo Sabres, Miroslav Zatan, all of that. You said Howling, well, I'm howling your ass over here. I don't know. But I'm in commercial of Cody Rhodes out there hyping up cricket, hashtag not sponsored. But yes, folks, be a friend, tell a friend. We're out here covering anything and everything. Oh, trust me, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We're real, much more than the other people that try and act like they're authentic out there. We're going off on all these tangents. It's a feel-good Friday right before a weekend. But yeah, be a friend, tell a friend. Trust me, we're embracing these couple weekends off because the rest of May is getting loaded with double or nothings, with backlashes, with Clash in Italy's, all of that. And then when you even get into June, you're getting TNA and AW going to war. Wow. So be a friend, tell a friend. I got lost in the sauce there. Nicknaming players from the 90s. Absolutely. Well, that's what That's when I was into hockey fully, 100%. Like we talked about it before. That's when I have all of my hockey cards are from when the Dallas Stars, the Detroit Red Wings, the Sabres, and the Avs were like they were all-star teams. That was the teams that were winning every year. It's just the goalies and everything. This will be a completely random off topic thing of I'm a sucker for a good hockey goalie helmet of like Cujo, of well, Christ, even Ed Belfour, one of my favorite goalies, Roman Turek. When you get unique with your goalie helmets, I actually kind of become a fan. Yeah, Patrick Waugh. Well, you had Hasek that was out there with the fucking old school, U19 cage helmet as we were back in action with tagging a lash as blocks off the tag to page. Corey Crawford. What was it? Steve Shields, I think, with some of the like the San Jose Sharks. Team sucked ass. Goalie helmets. Top level. You got some of those that were just next level. Right, like I said, Cujo got his whole name because of a helmet. Patrick Waugh. That definitely needs to be his name. Patrick Waugh. Wow, that's insane and fun at the same time. Vance, I don't know what you're for getting at, but I got you. Women's tag titles need a new design. Do you new design the belts? Do you AI the belts?
No AI. I've learned. No AI.
Well, do you redesign the belts? And I guess you came on the piggyback of halfway of I got challenged of my Sabres fandom.
Yeah, I heard a little bit.
Who I said, right? I was close.
You did good.
I did good. I didn't go bad.
I converted Nick. It's all right. It's all right.
You made me a Sabres fan instead of a Leafs fan.
Fuck, I'm becoming a Sabres fan. What's happening?
But
nice. This match has gotten a little clunky. Shocking.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Naya.
Were you expecting a gem out of this? Are you expecting like what's next for Paige after this? World title?
I don't know. I really don't know. If the rumors are true, she signed a multi-year deal. They'll obviously, see some value in her outside of this. She's not going to be.
She's only she's actually only like 33, I think.
It's crazy. Someone mentioned that in the chat, and because she's been around so long, I honestly thought she was closer to like 40, like my age. Like
no, she started when she was like 19, my guy.
Yeah, 16.
Oh Jesus!
And the pin.
Nia Jax has never been folded like that before until Brie Bella.
That's not what Mojo said.
Stay hype. Yeah. But halfway was talking about it as we at the champs retain of goalie helmets.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorites? Anything? Because I started naming off one of my Sabres card got pulled. I started naming off 90s Sabres and 90s hockey players. And then went into the rabbit hole of hockey helmets. And that's kind of goalie helmets is what I got into hockey with.
Yeah, I mean, as a growing up in hockey and playing a little bit of goalie, goalie for me as a kid was it fucked with my ADD. I couldn't just not participate and sit in the net. But regardless, goalie masks were always a big thing. My goalie, one of my best friends, he had that Vernon shark mask, which was dope. The sweetest one out there, and I actually shocked to see it in the chat. Is that to me was the shit. The John Van Beesbrook Panthers mask was outstanding. And it had like the gold. But there's been a lot of good ones.
You had Cujo, you had Belfour, that was synonymous with that. I'm always a sucker, and he's such a getting slept on name is Roman Turek. of his
Yeah,
kind of Iron Maiden mask and everything were pretty fucking
yeah. I
solid.
like. Oh, rest in peace in memory. There you go, Nick.
Good.
Rest in peace,
Long
Nick.
lay Gingy.
Not the gumdrop buttons. Goodbye,
Fucking
Gingy. We barely
Farquaad.
knew you. 2026 to 2026. He was cooked.
Well, Kiprasov had actually a pretty solid one too.
Kiprasov, I was going to say, he had a wicked one. Yeah, I mean, I think we could sit here for hours with them, but
Wah got mentioned. Hasek. Well, Hasek had the
I'm trying to think of
fucking
like a Waz mask was
U19.
boring. Nah, boring.
The
Richter,
straight cage. Yeah.
Richter with the Statue of Liberty was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like I said, Jonathan Quick's like night mask when he won the cup was really good. Where it looked like he was wearing like the head armor of a knight.
Richter or oh Christ, why am I gonna blank on his name? King, Rangers goalie. Just retired recently. Why am I fucking blanking on his name?
Lundqvist.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Lundqvist or Richter,
Yeah,
because those both can very much had the same kind of vibe.
Yeah, he always made sure he was looking sharp. Like in and out of the rink, he was very much into the style of things. So, but that Johnny V, I'm with Jose. That Johnny, I wanted to be John Van Beesbrook so bad. Yeah, he was outstanding. That run Florida had, where they were all throwing the rats on the ice every time they scored, which then turned the league into making a rule of like, please stop throwing shit. So.
And I think the Philadelphia Flyers still advanced in the playoffs this year.
Right. KJ, can you please inform Nicholas the Sabres deserve to be where they are now and should be because they have one of the most talented rosters in the league? Thank you. I don't know what you said, but
did I not say that or something at some point?
Huh? The only thing I'll say, Boston, is I think Sabres. You were so used to the Sabres being bad for so long, and even when they got guys like Eichel, you thought, "Oh no, we're not going to." Right?
Well, no,
but then,
I know what he's saying because I said what you said, to where they're kind of like, grandma's boy. They don't know that they're not supposed to be here, so they're just having a fucking ball.
Yeah.
They're not, there's no standard for them to fucking be here.
Yeah.
They went 14 years not being in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, if you go back to the beginning of the year, I don't think a lot of people, they knew they were getting young and they made some really nice moves and they had speed. They're way more chippy than I thought they were going to be. Kudos to them. I mean, they've really come in to their own. It's like Ducks, right? Like Ducks just put out Edmonton, but that was kind of the same idea of like this team that was waiting to kind of get over the hump.
But it's really crazy because with the Sabres, it feels like you saw them during the season. Like you saw it click. You literally saw it all slide into place. And then they just caught fire.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm in commercial break of, is this the fucking, what is this with bucked up energy? Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, I got commercials just rolling through. It's just a screensaver pretty much. Nick, all this
you got the we'll be right back.
Yeah, in multiple languages. MDB having a chuckle. Tim Thomas, trade me helmet and pads. The year he won the cup was classic. His mask would drive me nuts, and Tim Thomas was a pain in the ass. Yeah, especially I hate the Bruins. So, who was the Boston goalie? It might have been Tuukka. I think he might have had a nice mask a couple times.
Well, Tuukka had one because didn't Tuukka start with the Leafs?
No, well, he never really made it to the Leafs. They traded him.
He was at least on their.
We drafted him. We drafted him, traded him for a.
Yeah, but so now we've got SummerSlam very much leaning into Minnesota. Hey, happy birthday! Hey, everybody wants to wonder why Tiffany's U.S. champion. Who's showing up to pitch SummerSlam? The Minnesota hometown gal because Brock retired.
Funny how that works out.
Yeah, who would have thought that they might have had a fucking plan? Hey, maybe that's where they used
AI
for it.
Again, you knew she was going to have opportunities. We knew, you know, they see a future in her, and she might not have had the best of runs and maybe a little too much too soon, but we knew she's going to have success in her career. We knew she was going to bounce back. Here she is. Next Friday, Gunther. So someone suggested, did Gunther and Rhea switch shows? Oh, no, Gunther was, what show was Gunther on? Yeah, he's over here now. So is he coming to SmackDown? Did someone
him
else?
And Jacob, 1-to-1 deal.
Yeah.
Jacob's going after Roman, so I would assume he's going to be on that show.
Right.
The funeral of the Gingerbread Man next Friday. Sorry.
No,
I couldn't fucking take it. I was so heartbroken. It's so hard to say goodbye.
Oh, you think it's funny, do you?
Yeah.
There's Sammy. That's what your face is saying. Oh, leaves me with the Ginger Man. Sammy in the back with Nick Aldis, upset about the funeral situation, and feels like everyone's laughing at him. Grief-stricken Trick, right? Trick versus Sammy got added to Backlash. So officially getting Trick versus Sammy. So that works. Again, 3 title shots now, I believe that is. To get the iconic helmets in Boston. Yeah, right? Dun-dun. Me and Paige are born in the same 33. She'll be 34 this year. There you go, Malik. All right. Again, I think with Paige, she's just been around so long and been through so much. Like, this lady's 33. She's lived the life of a, better than some 70, 80-year-olds. Like, she put miles in. The standard that they've been building to the team on the speed and skill for years finally has broke through. They should be here. They should be here because of the work they put. Oh no, I'm not denying that they shouldn't. They didn't earn it. And I'm not sure, like I said, what Nick had said before, but here come the Usos. But yeah, I think ultimately, again, I think like when teams like even Ottawa, Buffalo, when they make that step, you're all like, oh shit. So good for them, honestly. And I mean, this was the year to do it. The Leafs sucked. They took advantage of Detroit collapsing. Detroit could not play hockey in March. I don't know what is up with that. But interesting. I mean, Dallas and the Wild have been outstanding. I just transitioned into playoff talk, apparently. But we'll see where all this is going. But where was I going with that? Doesn't matter, really, does it? As the Usos are coming down, they got the little ones, a whole crew. Welcome to the Sesame Street with the Usos. They did it in one. Every year for the past 4 years, they have been saying the Sabres are going to be good this year. Now that they get the right voice, and they are exactly what they should be. I don't know. Are you just like adding to the conversation, or are you argumentative here? No, I agree, man. I really do. And sometimes that voice means so much. Gingy's going to the Candy Gates. It's over for Gingy. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, sad breaking news, but the Gingerbread Man has been put down. Gingy, as we like to call him around here, he is done. He's been wasted. And next week, we will have a funeral for Gingy. So, again, don't miss next week's stream. Wear your Sunday's best. And we will pay our respects to Gingy. All the while where Nick has a meltdown. So I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, this is crazy. It just made me laugh. I don't even know how I feel about it. How we made this whole storyline about the Gingerbread Man. That whole Gingerbread Man shit would be awesome if it was effing Christmas time. Yeah, I mean, seasonal makes sense. I get it. Like I said, I supported you bring out a gingerbread man and ha ha ha, it's funny. Sammy Haluva kicks it, so Trick gets out of the way, ha ha ha, and then we move on. But I'm with you, Paul. I think extending the only reason why I think this is entertaining at all is how mad Nick is about it. I don't like it, but I'm like, I just don't. I don't get the point of extending this. I didn't even know if you were going to do Trick Sammy again, but we'll see. I mean, we go to Backlash. I imagine Trick retains. So what does that mean for Sammy? The questions aplenty. Who wins tonight, Zilla or Lance? NOI Crown Jewel Championship. Let's go Lance because Zilla is going to the Fed. You heard it here first. 6 women tag team match. Fatal Influence versus Alexa Charlotte, Rhea next Friday. Okay, so that we thought was going to be on the show, like make it to Backlash, but I guess it's not. Paige won the Divas belt on her 21st birthday. Yes, she did. Her first night on the show. Panthers were hurt all year. The league is lucky. Yeah, man. I mean, they had a good squad. A lot of people thought they were gonna repeat. I mean, even with the injuries they had, I was a little surprised that their defense of their title was what it was. But they put a lot of miles over the last couple of years going to finals, so it's not easy. It's not easy, Jose. I think Paige and Rhea are so savvy at storytelling and in touch with the fans that they could give us an interesting story in a phenomenal match. I don't see why not. The thing is, can you get the fans into the idea of Paige beating Rhea? Can you make it believable? Can you make it strong? And then the match, I think Paige is solid. Even now, I think she's outstanding. Rhea is Rhea, so I think they could pull it off. Detroit relied on veterans too long and have backfired heavily. Yeah, I mean that's a very good point, and I just yeah, I think it just when we talk about injuries and things kind of changing the dynamic, and at the end of the day, I mean you got to find a way to keep the puck out of your net, and they struggled. Kindergarten Cop Jey Uso is not a tumor. That's as good as Nick can do it. I can't do it. Poor little Jinjin. Oh, Jose, well played. Poor little Jinjin. Hashtag Jinjin. Jinjin. Trick pulling up. The X is what made it good. Yeah, that was man down, man down. Jinjin stress. Big TK, KJ, and you thought I was a bad booker. The grass is not always greener, Mr. White. Yeah, I mean, again, everybody has their flaws, my friend. Everybody has their moments. Everybody has their struggles. And not everything's a gem. Like Danhausen, thumbs up. I know that hurts you a little, but thumbs up on Danhausen. Gingerbread, maybe too much. This cookie is overcooked. I'm gonna wear a New York Rangers jersey for the funeral of Ginger. I don't. How does that connect? That's great though. Okay. Rangers support and Ginger support all in one. I think the Carolina Hurricanes are an underrated team, but a consistent team each year. They've been good. They're the type of team that could surprise you and get a dub. They were another one of those teams that struggled for a while, but when they found it, they clicked. They're kind of perennial challengers at this point. Goaltending sometimes a question, but it's been better this year. And you know, they got Brindamore and they got that hustle, so they're never out of it. Never, again, I don't know that they get the credit they deserve. But they've been good for a few years now. There's rumors that Zilla is going to be teamed with Jacob to create the Samoan SWAT team. Yeah, we were kind of feeling that way. It feels like Jacob was on the phone. It feels like Jacob needs help. It feels like the Samoans have run amok here tonight. Right? Like I think Tala Tonga has been the MVP of SmackDown. Either Tama Tonga or Danhausen, which is weird to say.
Well, is this not what's best for business, bro? Of we're gonna go back to all the Samoans, everything works of all the bloodlines. I still don't know if they're gonna take a flyer on Zilla because Jacob had his own issues coming in. Zilla's got a lot more. Zilla's got a lot of.
True.
Could he be a guy that I could actually would fit in the TKO system? But if he does show up, holy shit, fuck. Oh, you want to start a ruckus? That's a ruckus.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you instantly want to kind of make everyone kind of go, holy shit, that's not, we weren't sure they were going to pull that
the
trigger.
new ODB of the Samoan clan out there.
Well, he's kind of like what Jacob was. Now Jacob made it here. Jacob crossed the line. Zilla's kind of the same vibe.
Zillae, man. It'd be interesting. Well, and did you see Lance out there, power slap champion? Raptors and Pistons won 2 Game 7. Shout out.
Let's go. Let's go. It's our first playoff win, I believe, series win since the championship here in Toronto.
No, you didn't win the series. You just forced a Game 7.
We forced a Game 7, yeah. So if we can win it. Series tied 3-3, 2-point win. Oof. Lakers up 42-29 on the Rockets.
Let's go. Shout out LeBron. But yeah, no, I heard you out there commemorating and commiserating over Gingy, and I just wanted to, so we've come to the end of the road.
Still I can't let go.
Yeah, that cookie was very much overbaked from the start out there. That is you're giving your opposition ammunition right there. Of you are very much, if you're gonna sit there and try and act like, no, there's nothing you can critique about us or anything like that.
Yeah,
we're making money hand over fist. Now you have shit like that on your TV screen. No.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again, not everything, and I agree with you. Like, who thought this was good or what? Like, I don't quite remember why why do we need to drag this particular thing out? Why can't just, you did it. It was funny. Haha. Now we're going to have a funeral for the fucking thing. All right.
For the
what are we doing?
For the thing. Well, yeah, it ends as a mannequin. Yeah, but it ends as a mannequin, and Trick Williams has to throw up the eggs, and yeah,
right. The eggs was funny.
A bit of over. Oh, we'll just
right.
This is what we're doing. We're running back of Trick versus Sammy at Backlash. Feels like a Backlash match of, hey, we're just gonna run it back. Of it's WrestleMania. Like, thankfully, everything else on the card feels like new, fresh, something different.
Right.
That feels like DiGiorno hot and ready.
Right. Boys to wrestling. I like it.
I was gonna start to think of a song, and then it was gonna be fucking it was gonna be New Kids on the Block.
You're gonna go New Kids?
I was gonna do. Well, even then, it's not. If there's only so many boy bands that you can do outside of
Right.
You're gonna do NSYNC, you're gonna do Backstreet Boys. Well, hey, it's the first day of May, so it's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May. I can't believe we made it over 3 hours, and that's
yeah, but I did it. I even shared it to her. It's Austin Theory as Justin Timberlake of it. So it's gonna be May.
Big back elbow by Jacob. Right now, MFT in control of the bloodline. Jacob and Jimmy in the ring.
No. Jay or Jimmy. And
Solo and
no
Jimmy.
Jacob.
No Jacob. They're all blending together, Nick.
You got to get your Samoans
right.
in order.
AI wrote it. This is the Gingerbread Man is an AI storyline. You heard it here first.
Well,
sources have told us.
Sources have told us, and I love though Well, there was the audio from the town hall meeting. Or really, have you heard the audio? Anybody got that? Anybody?
Yeah,
Bueller?
who's got that tape?
No.
Pass it
Okay,
around.
just Dave saying this again, right?
Right. What did you think about the 911 call about Punk?
Folks, go and listen to the Tribal Keith, Big Trouble Ben Bishop's whole rendition of that 911 call, and it's way better than what the actual 911.
Okay.
He shot me in the chest. What?
Right.
I don't know his name, but it's CM Punk. What? What is happening? What is happening with wrestling fans and wrestlers at this point? Why is this a fucking thing?
Right.
Well, yeah, like what other fan base has this kind of shit? I'm sorry, I'm a Bills fan, apparently a Sabres fan. I don't know too many cases of people accosting Josh Allen, while he's at a hotel or anything.
Right. New Edition had some hits. Shut up, Bobby Brown. Let's go.
He definitely had some hits. What?
Yeah. What do you think about the Indy Dexter thing? I popped. I was like, oh shit,
Index fully. Well, and it seems like we're gonna get back to that kind of original Index, Dexter Lumis. Yeah. Not even quite Samuel Shaw, but
yeah,
he's a guy that can make it work. So everybody in TNA thinks that the Wyatt Six are going to go to AW and then SRS. I never fucking said any of this.
Right. No, don't sleep on All For One, by the way, Mr. New Edition up here. Don't forget All For One. I swear.
No, that's not a boy song. That's not a boy song.
No.
Oh, that feels like that's a boy song.
Yeah, well, because that's who they copied. Why aren't they ending the show with Saints and Cody for the belt?
Yep.
I added on for the belt because I don't think you. Yeah, I kind of agree with the Gunther jumping in. I would kind of agree with this, but make that the main event. But I think right now the Samoan bloodline dynasty reformation has been the top story in the company.
Yeah, but have we really talked about this last hour of SmackDown? We've been out here talking about, R&B boy bands. We've been talking about, Puck and everything versus anything that's been going. That first hour, once they had Gunther jump Cody,
I felt like it was
that was the main event, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Now you got another hour of us talking nonsense.
Yeah, it kind of feels like this could have been in the middle of the show.
This could have been an email.
No, well, I don't mind this match. I just don't know. You didn't have to put it here.
Well, out of place, out of order.
Maybe, and I kind of agree with you. And this has felt like a long Friday. Like as fun as we're having it, this show feels. I know at one point I checked the time and it was like 9:40. I was like, holy Christ.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We got 6 minutes. We're in the go home minutes now and everything. Right. But if you ended this show with Gunther Sneaks and he just got the Hajimez, Cody Rhodes,
right?
And that's how you go out of here. That's way better than this. That's way better. Like you started strong and ended low.
Here comes Jay Tope. My prerogative. Let's go. Go back.
I got a pocket for the sunshine.
I don't know how you connected those two dots.
I don't know either.
That's hilarious. Logan Paul should be added to the Mountain Rushmore. What's up, Groovy Alien? You're out of this world with that kind of take.
Yeah.
Danhausen, a mystery partner versus Miz Kip Wilson at Backlash. Let's go. So we're up to 5 matches. Who's the mystery partner?
That Touche. Who could it be?
Jay hits super kick. The crowd yells, "Yee!"
Yeah. 1, 2. Well, that spear, he hit just, I'm going to jump halfway, head first in your general direction. He returned to the artist, Dexter Lumis. Yeah.
Tope.
Index in TNA, inbound. Sorry.
Yeah, Sam Shaw, I'm a big fan, and we know what he did in TNA before. We know we can kind of play that character. It looks like they, gave him a haircut, and he's going back to like the artist motif, which let's go, man.
Well,
Tala.
if WWE allegedly is anti-spooky gimmick, should TNA let me finish, and you can argue.
It has nothing to do with you.
I know, but could TNA go full spooky? You get all the Wyatts, you get all the undeads, you go all the spookies, you got broken hearties, it's can spend Gooley for 2 hours every Thursday.
Do it. Bring in all the spooky. Bring in Daryl Dixon for all I care. Like, bring them all in. Let's go. Wait, we got Blue. Yo, someone's coming. Jacob Fatu. DQ.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why this went last.
That's still bad. Like,
he's about to wreck the place. Tala was MVP the night. Fatu.
He certainly was the tallest. Why does Jacob look like he just got baptized?
He better be the tallest with Tala Tong, unless he's the smallest, and it's ironic.
Well, like Jacob out here, you are my fire.
He does 100%. I want it right. Tell me why.
Yeah, now mirror match here.
Jacob
and Solo, which we just got last. I want Jacob to be done with this shit.
No, but there's something.
He's got the fingers. He noticed. That's a fucking dope aspect. That's a dope callback. And they noticed that Jacob's got his fingers taped up to do the Tongan death grip.
It's official.
That's a thing.
That's a thing. Wild. Right?
Lady B, what up? Yeah. Yeah, Tongan.
By the throat.
Now, if you hit a Tongan death grip on a Tongan, is it just a death grip?
It just explodes.
Yeah.
Samoan drop. Holy shit. The crowd is losing it for Fatu.
He 100% is the Marshawn Lynch of pro wrestling. Just run through a motherfucker's face.
Amazing. He really is.
Yeah, no, they're
over as shit.
But now, again, this is where it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The Usos really love you because they're really hyped for you. Where does your loyalty lie?
Yeah, how does this go down? Jacob climbs back in the ring, and all that's left is Jacob and Jimmy. But does he try and steal them?
Well, that's what I'm saying. As they're chanting OTC?
Yeah, a little OTC. Yeah.
But
run, bitches!
Oh, he just walked straight through them.
Rude.
That is the most G shit upon G shit of
fuck y'all.
That's how you know somebody's actually real when they do some like that of I'm just gonna walk right through you. You my ops? Cool. Do something.
Right.
All right, bye.
Feast mode, Samoan werewolf. I love it.
Werewolf.
Jacob is that dude. Facts. Well, again, we were a little critical that Cody didn't end the night, and maybe arguably still should have. But, I mean, as far as a moment to put Jacob over, he is, like, tonight was huge. The crowd went bananas for Jacob. Which, does that put you in a pickle with Roman? Like, does Roman lean in a little more heelish?
But, well, I think he can do that, and still, I think that's kind of where they're at. They're in that heel aspect of Jacob's the face in this, of Jacob's the underdog.
Right.
I wonder when Roman wins, what's next? And also,
I don't know.
3 minutes or so of Jacob coming out at the end and saving this doesn't excuse an hour of nothingness.
So you flip the two matches. You have Jacob get his pop here, and then it's just, it's a happier way to end the show. That's maybe why they did it. They'd rather
not. Which is a bigger surprise. I hope that we're done with Jacob and the MFTs, my fucking Tongans.
I don't
hope that we're
know,
done with
man.
that.
I think this is a one big Samoan spider web we're all weaving.
Well, so then it's
We got a
SmackDown, Sony, and Monday Night Raw's Marvel. Because if we're gonna, spin a spider web, it feels like one show gets the actual talent, the other gets to Madam Web this shit.
As Jacob's got a mic, he's saying, "Let your cousin know
Yeah,
I'm gonna dog walk his ass." Let's go. You believe he is legit as we go off the air?
Jacob Fatu is the thing that's missing in wrestling and wrestling content and wrestling overall. It's someone that feels real, someone that feels authentic, somebody that feels genuine in who they are. If I go and meet Jacob right now, if I'm at a meet and greet or whatever, I come across him at a Waffle House, Malcolm, then that's going to be the Jacob Fatu that I just saw on my screen. Same person, 100%. That's not a thing that's common in pro wrestling anymore.
Well, yeah, the guy at Mania that was bugging him found out quick, like, oh no, this guy is legit who he says he is.
Well, remember the guy in the MLW that can hop the cage and or hop the fence and you got stopped the couch. Yeah.
Bad life choices. Ladies and gentlemen, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show. So get your ratings in. What did you think of the show tonight? What did you like, not like? Let us know. But yeah, I mean, there were good in here. I mean, I see them building. They've added some stuff. Danhausen was fun. We're heading towards Backlash. Remember, next week is the go-home week for Backlash. So, like, Monday, Friday, that's all we got. So, a lot of interesting things happening here tonight.
Yeah, well, SmackDown, again, still feels like it's trying to figure out what it is, of what its clear direction is. It's a lot of even think about it. We closed out SmackDown with a Raw angle.
Yeah, things are upside down.
Yeah, so that's why I'm at like a 7. That's, I guess, been kind of the theme of, I know last night was a 6.5 to a 7. NXT was a 6.5 to a 7.
Yeah,
I'm wondering where we're at with wrestling.
As far as like wondering where
we're at. We're in that lull, and this feels like everything's kind of we're floating by. Well, especially with SmackDown, my guy. We ended the show with a Raw feud. What is SmackDown's overall image?
Yeah, but with everyone showing up everywhere, including on NXT, I don't feel like we're like in a lull. Nothing's happening. I think there's a ton of shit happening. It's just tonight dragged a little for that, but I don't think we're in kind of a like this speaks to a bigger thing. I think
fair enough.
Monday's cooking. I think Tuesday had 6 faces pop up. I mean, wrestling as a whole. I mean, hopefully as we head into the summer, it kind of keeps this momentum going. It feels kind of hot right now in the sense of a lot of people are talking about a lot of different things, better or worse.
It's all Will Cruz. We've got our faith in Will Cruz.
Yeah, Will Cruz is going to save the day.
Yeah, he will save wrestling like Pat McAfee.
Right, go baby Gunther. I think that I'm right there with you though tonight. I think tonight was a 7. I think the in-ring, all right. Nothing really stands out huge. I think Tala Tonga was outstanding tonight. I thought Danhausen was fun, like I said earlier. But I go right there with you, 7.
If Tala Tonga is your MVP, do you have a problem?
No, I mean, he had a big night. I mean, he's a big guy.
And again, though, still, it was a really good 2 hours. That last hour, they're almost cutting down 2 hours before they need to be, because they're already giving up on that last hour, it feels.
Well, it's crazy because it's like the Uso match, like you said, we got sidetracked, but because the match, we were kind of just waiting for the angle at the end of the match. Like, all right, get through the match because
we know what's going to happen.
Right, we know someone's coming. Who's going to do this? I would have loved if this was one of those moments where like Jacob stand there staring at the Usos and Roman's music hits. It would be crazy. Like surprise us once in a while.
Well, an unpredictable Roman appearance would be cool. I still think it was some G shit of Jacob of like, oh, you're gonna act tough. Let me just walk right through. Yeah, I'm gonna do nothing.
Disrespectful, Nick. Vance giving it an 8. Fought 2 like Tupac. I ain't mad at you, not at all. He is kind of.
I won't deny it. I'm a street fighter. You don't want to fuck with me.
7.5 out of 10. I never seen anybody job so fast like Jacob. Huh?
Where? When?
Huh?
Who?
What are you talking about, bro? Solo and Tala attack Jacob. The Usos have left Jacob alone and even warned Roman that Jacob is dangerous. So yeah, I mean, there is this aspect, but again, like there was no real, you kind of leave that door open of what if Jacob gets in the ears of the Usos and says, "You don't want to be with him. I'm the guy. I'm going to be this guy. You help me."
What? Let's be honest. Roman's not losing the title a month in.
No.
All due respect to Jacob, and I think this is
Shock
great
me.
that we're putting over Jacob. But so does Jacob bend the knee when he loses to Roman, and then what?
Maybe that's you do that is like, Jacob loses to Roman, kind of goes under Roman's thumb, but there's tension the whole time, and then you build to a point where Jacob's had enough, and the crowd's all begging for Jacob to hit him, but finally snaps. Finally, you get that Sammy chair
You
shot
do
moment.
Solo, but just better Solo.
Yeah, like you kind of build to like that exact storyline, just run it back.
Yeah.
But it seems like I don't know. There's so many moving parts, and
you actually believe Jacob could beat Roman, or is going to?
If it wasn't a month out of WrestleMania, I'd be far more inclined to be more confident in my pick. If this was SummerSlam, Survivor Series, I'm putting money down on Jacob a little bit. I'm going to take a risk.
Very fair.
Backlash right after Mania, probably not. So then again, like you said, so where do you go from there?
Well, that's when the first family said there will be consequences,
right?
For you stepping out of line. Well, that's even with when Jacob's first on the phone. I know. Like it almost felt like he was already getting a lashing of like you're stepping out of line, you're going at the tribal chief. But I do like this man leaning into the Tongan death grip, and I'm going to keep saying it, much like you do with the Canadian Destroyer.
Well,
it's a Tongan death grip,
right? Now it's funny because I thought they gave him the death grip to kind of make him a little more heelish, and maybe him doing that to Roman would get him booed, and it didn't. The crowd went nuts when he hit it tonight. So again, like you might just follow the flow of the crowd on this one, guys.
It's amazing. Nick Khan, Ari Emanuel, Mark Inagata de Shapiro, of all of that. If you actually listen to your fan base, they'll kind of lead you respectfully, at least especially the ones that paid your exorbitant ticket prices. They'll lead you to what they want to see, what they'll keep paying for.
And I don't mean cater to the audience and give them everything they want, but at least then if you're paying attention to the audience, you know what to take away to make them react the other way, right? Like it's twofold in a big way. So I mean, again, I know the fans get a little defensive out there, but at the if the crowd's losing their nuts for losing their mind, losing their nuts for Jacob, let them.
Yeah, no one lose your nuts out there, but we listen to all the people out there. Groovy, right. I'll give it an 8.
8.
I like to 8. Smowens and solos. I don't know.
Where are you going with that? 7.5.
I don't know. You just gave me an 8, and I just kind of tried to do something with it there. I tried to yes and I yes and.
7.5, 7. 7.5. So everyone's kind of, ballparking it. Would have been a 5 if it wasn't for the crazy amount of Danhausen I got. But this show could have been structured better, and maybe it would have pushed me to 7. Yeah, I can see that. That's fair. I mean, yeah, not that far off. 8 from Stormy, 8 from Eric. Backlash.
I still would have liked to end the show with Gunther choking out your world champion, and you go out on a guy that debuted instead of you ended on a Raw feud on SmackDown.
Yeah, but again, do you remember Jacob's a SmackDown guy, right? So I mean, it's kind of, and so are the MFT. So it's not really a Raw feud on SmackDown. It's all over the place right now. We need a draft.
Well, you can go back and watch our draft to where my number 1 draft pick keeps getting screwed by Tony Khan. But I still would have liked it if Gunther ended the show of that's your guy. taking out your world
Yeah.
champion.
I agree. I don't disagree with you. I don't. I really don't. The only
Well, you could just say you agree instead of saying I don't disagree.
That's true. Yeah, the only caveat or the only kind of saving grace for the moment is, we went off the air with the crowd losing its mind, and it would have went off the air a little bit quieter, which I'm fine with that too, to be honest. But at least the moment for Jacob was big, and it felt worthy of being there. Just maybe not on the same night the champions. A non-title match in the middle of the show is not terrible, especially when it's building an angle. So I get it. I do. I think it did kind of affect the feeling of the show because that kind of felt like
That show fell
goodbye.
off. That was the end, and then we had an extra hour. We had an hour overrun of Friday Night SmackDown.
Right. Why wasn't an 8 for you guys? I think we're touching on. I mean, not that far off. I mean, at 7, 8. It just if a couple of the segments are, maybe a couple of matches being a little more intense and more like a lot of it right now because we're building for Backlash was based on the angle, not the match itself. So,
right.
Yeah, maybe the gingerbread stuff I don't really care for. I thought the Sammy segment hurt them, so there was a couple of reasons to take some points off.
Well, I already heard you more just trying to amp up the Gingy stuff just to piss me off. But,
I'm like, the only reason I like the Gingy shit is because and
that's just so fucking stupid. Like, that's instantly a point deduction already on all that.
You taking a point off next week?
Oh, 100% out off the rip with that.
Right. 7 out of 10 for SmackDown.
But no, I think we were just literally explaining them to me at least. If you would have switched your end of your second hour with the end of your third hour, you have a better show to me.
Yeah, I would. I'm kind of inclined to agree with that on this particular evening. 10 out of 10 for Charlotte Flair, says Dale. 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Dun dun dun. Backlash is looking stacked though, said MDB. Seth versus Braun Breaker, Io Asuka, Roman Jacob, Trick, Sammy, Danhausen, and TBD. Never bet against TBD. The Miz and Kit Wilson.
Who could be TBD? Shiloh Hill, the guy with no teeth, takes on the guy with all the teeth.
Right. Yeah. Who would be Danhausen's buddy? That's a good question. Damn it.
One Hausen, one Hoffen.
Yeah, I'm just trying to who could they bring in that's kind of like
that's what we need. More celebrities, more people who aren't on the roster to show up.
So I'm thinking they bring back what's the Boogeyman doing? Can we bring him out?
I think he's with ARP at this point right now.
Yeah, right.
Remember, he started his career at 45.
Right.
Punk because he's friends. Could you fucking imagine? So, CM Punk, you're coming off of losing to Roman. You just got told from Cody, just say when. But we're going to need you to tag team with Danhausen versus The Miz and Kit Wilson.
Oh, shit, yeah. No, I'm okay with that. That's fun.
No. What?
Yes.
No.
It's yes. There's nothing wrong with that.
I said that. It's a joke, and you fucking bought it. What? No.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's silly shit. It's a one-off. It keeps him busy. Well, you buy time because after that he goes after Cody.
There's a lot of other things that can keep CM Punk.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it, but I wouldn't be mad about it. I don't care. I don't think he has to. He's been so serious for so long. Let him be mad about it. He's just going to have a fun W with Danhausen. He's not going to lose. It'll be hilarious, and then he'll go right back to doing something. But and we've seen it with other people where they kind of slide into something else. Cruishausen. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things in 2026 is Nick's been dying for a cross, and we got Cruz. We got cross at home, Nick.
I've been dying on the cross, and they gave me a Cruz.
Shit. But yeah, I mean, it would be shocking. I'd be surprised if it was Punk, but I'm not mad at it. It's not like they're going to be tag team champions forever.
No.
It's just a one-off.
No.
Have fun. Punkhausen.
You can have fun.
We're going to sell 2 million Punkhausen. I think it'd be all right. I think Punk would have a good time. He's been in intense shit for ever since his comeback. Seth's been intense. Roman's been intense. Everything's been intense. Let him just,
what is
show up.
Coachella? They've all been intense.
There's no build. It's just he shows up at Backlash, has a 6-minute match. Danhausen gets the win. We all go home happy. I'm okay with that.
Is that community service for shoving and chopping a fan?
Right. Yeah,
call? Is that what it is? Is that the only reason that would be a fucking thing?
Yeah.
Is that he's got to do community service and do a Make-A-Wish match with Danhausen?
He would want to help one of his friends. He is a big advocate of
Cool. I don't want to fucking see it.
Why not? It's fun. A one-time thing. He just shows up and has a match, and that's about terrible.
So your former world champion, I know this is just aggravate the fuck out of me.
He can't have a fun match with Danhausen?
No.
Why?
MJF just had a fun match with Kevin Knight and just looked like a serious match.
That was his serious match. That wasn't haha at all. And he lost.
So we just take the former world champion, and his next match post WrestleMania is a haha.
What else can he do? He's gonna get a big pop for helping out his buddy Danhausen. They're gonna get a win.
Maybe in Chicago, but not in fucking Tampa.
So why? Who gives a fuck?
No, it's gonna be Gronk. Not Gronk. It's gonna be Gronk. It's gonna be because it's in Tampa. You get a Tom Brady. You're gonna get some Tampa Bay Buccaneer bullshit that shows up.
That's good.
That's way better than I'll take that versus CM Punk.
Oh, Punk would be fine. I mean, I don't see the problem with the world champion can't go help his little buddy.
Listen, I know we're not going to see each other and we're taking the weekend. That doesn't mean you need to raise my fucking blood pressure for the next 48 hours.
The sun's getting low, Nick.
Exactly.
Super chat from Jose. Nick dying on the cruise.
Crucify me.
It sucks, John. All right, that's it. It's been a Friday. We do have what?
Sorry. No, I was laughing because I was going to make one of my many T-shirt demands of saying "crucify." Cruise should be a T-shirt.
Dying on the cruise.
It's the man just hitting the moonsault.
Yeah, maybe a dying on the cruise T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh God. But yeah, no.
I like that. That's shout out to
reflecting either Snickers. It's not. No, Milky Way. Milky Way is the superior candy bar.
Nick is cursed. Nick is now cursed.
And cursed.
Right. Look, Vance. Maybe. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we'll head towards the door. Raw versus SmackDown, another brawl. We'll find out. We got time.
Philip, this is hilarious.
It is. Punkhausen. It's fucking. Let's go. Better than.
I'm not housing in the Punkhausen.
Fucking Gronk coming out there eating crayons. Great.
What is the most of their fucking fan base for that segment?
That is crazy. I could. When you said it, I actually could see it being Gronk.
Titus O'Neil, birthday boy. Ho.
How come Titus can do it? He's worldwide. He's a big deal. You can't.
Yeah, he's a big deal. He's so much of a bigger deal than CM Punk.
I don't know why the CM Punk can't do a
because he's a former fucking world champion.
So what? So you can never do anything cool ever again? Serious.
Not that you gotta deal with that shit first.
Why?
Hey, Maxwell. Hey, Tony. That's what you should do. Your former world champions should deal with being fucking former world champions before they start doing other bullshit.
I don't get it. I mean,
ancillary nonsense.
You guys are the Wayne's World of Wrestling. Wayne's World. Party time.
Party time. Excellent.
All right.
I like to say we're more the Bill and Ted.
Yeah, kind of, right? All right, well, get the fuck out of here.
We're not worthy.
All right, we got a few busy weekends coming up on the channel, but we are taking this one off, so I hope everyone else out there has an amazing weekend. Enjoy all the wrestling, all the good stuff. We will be back on Monday for the Go Home show for Backlash, where we're going to argue more about Punk and Danhausen, so it's going to be a good time. It's our new Pat McAfee to die on. But
let's take her book AAA. Find out.
Let's take her book AAA. Get the fuck out of here. But that's it. Check out our links. Check out our videos below. Check out our short section and all the other stuff. Eat my shorts. No. Check out all the stuff. And thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. But that's the show. That's it. That's all we got. We're out. We're bye.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that recipe, you put about that for life with it.
See you on the flip side. Have a good weekend. Bye. Punkhausen, Punkhausen, Punkhausen.